So let's not waste any more time and check out the main story of season 1, which is the epilogue. Bury your tears with the past. So hopefully nothing goes wrong on my end. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Hopefully everything is smooth on my end, because this is the very first time I'm recording while streaming at the same time. It's been 9 months since the last time I do this, so hopefully everything goes smooth. Anyway, let's do this. The video store just received a reservation. Seems to be a big client. They even paid a large deposit upfront. We signed in with a new software for promotional under Nico's recommendation, remember? It added channels for reservation and deposits. I didn't expect such a big order to come in so quickly. Wait a minute, our big client reservation is in just 5 minutes? Okay, I'm seeing frames dropping already on my end. Oh, it's Hugo.
Apologies for the intrusion. I'm Hugo. Let's just say I'm something of a collector. I've heard your video store is the most classy one in all of New Eridu, and I must say, it absolutely lives up to its reputation. The ambiance here is understated yet refined, elegant but still cozy. It's so soothing, like a steady beacon in the dark. I've also noticed some well-known individuals frequenting this place, including elite members from PubSec and HSO. Your achievements at such a young age truly impress me.
Okay, first of all, why am I getting the feeling that this dude also shares the same voice actor as Dr. Veritas Ratio from Honkai Star Rail? Please comment down below, because I'm really curious who's the dude that is voicing this Hugo.
You've got a way with words. Yep, exactly what you said.
Trust me, I'm being honest. I do find your store quite special. So, I guess the rumors about this place are true. Children of devils.
What?
What are you talking about? I'm not following.
Am I imagining it? Or do you seem really nervous all of a sudden? Children of Devils is an old movie I've been searching for, but it's so niche I can't find a copy in good condition. Or perhaps, did this movie remind you of something else?
You're imagining it. I'm just surprised there's a movie we haven't heard of.
No worries. Like I said, this movie is rather niche. Despite the word devil in the title, it's actually about vampires. I'm sure you already know. Vampires were a popular fictional concept back in the old civilization. Typically, they are pale-skinned, well-dressed, exuding a mysterious and dangerous aura. But beneath their immaculate facade lie lethal fangs for draining human blood.
You kinda look like one.
I'll take that as a compliment. Too bad vampires don't actually exist in New Eridu. Oh, and I don't feast on human blood. In fact, if anything, I'm hypoglycemic.
Hypoglycemic?
Anyway, back to the movie. It's about a man who unwillingly turned into a vampire, and after years of plotting, finally kills his evil father and ultimately dies in the process.
So, it's a tragic story.
I actually think the ending is pretty good. At least he accomplished his goal, and death was just the price he was willing to pay. Well, it's a shame you don't have the videotape I'm looking for. I'll just grab a copy of every movie you currently have for rent.
Wait, what?
Thank you for your patronage. That's very generous of you.
Just think of it as my thanks for chatting about the movie with me. Your store is like a collector's gem in itself. Please, consider my payments here as an investment in a collector's prized find.
Your definition of a collectible is pretty broad, just as I'd expect from a collector.
Because of my work, I happen to know some of New Eridu's upper echelon. Some even collect human organs.
What?
Just some rumors circling around. Hope I didn't spook you.
No worries. I don't scare easily. I've seen my fair share of crazy stuff.
Guess I was worried for nothing. With so many high-profile individuals visiting here, I'm sure you're well-connected and experienced in various fields. Speaking of which, there's a big industry auction coming up. They'll probably have lots of collectibles, maybe even rare videotapes not on the market. If you'd like to attend, just let me know. Oh, by the way, I saw a marketing event at Lumina Square. Looks like there's a raffle going on. Go check it out if you're interested. Maybe you'll stumble upon something exciting, especially at a place so close to the upper class. After all, there are always secrets hiding behind the light. Well, thanks for today. I'll take my leave for now. Until next time, my precious friends.
Very good. And so it has begun. Part 1 of Season 1 Epilogue. University, blah 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 blah. At first, I thought that there's drop frames on my end, but eventually, but for cutscenes itself, I think it's smooth because I want to make sure that the output is at least 60 FPS. But from the way I see it, okay, so far it's at 60 FPS ish from the way I see it. So there's no drop frames on my end, but there's frames missed though, unfortunately.
You there! Why not come try your luck? All sorts of prizes are waiting to be won!
Hugo's over here as well. Yeah, okay, I'm seeing drop a little bit of drop frames, a wee bit of drop frames on my end. You up for the raffle? Oh, even Hugo's over here as well. Even Hugo's here too. Interesting. Yeah, quite a lot of people here. Seems like everyone's very confident about their luck. At that moment, a figure suddenly appears and forcefully inserts itself at the front of the line. And Sophie, can you line? Do you know who I am? So, Master Hartman, the current head of our family. Okay, and who authorized this? How to really convince this guy?
This guy seems arrogant. Maybe I should take a tougher approach with him.
Quit the act. I've seen right through you. You may look harmless, but I know you have a secret identity. Your crafty skills cause headaches for countless people.
Dude.
Not to mention, you're revered in your field. Everyone knows who you are. Your true identity is a member of the most infamous band of thieves in New Eridu, Mockingbird.
Nonsense. I'm a law-abiding citizen and haven't done anything wrong.
Exactly. If you're so confident in your judgment, why not call PubSec? I'm sure they'd be delighted to apprehend this Mockingbird phantom thief on the spot.
All right, jeez, I was just guessing. Forget it. Clearly, you have no idea who I am. I'm Curtis Ravenlock. That's right, of the esteemed Ravenlock family from Tops. You'll face consequences for crossing me.
Oh no, I've upset a powerful man. I'm so scared. You're not going to silence me, are you?
Sarcasm in his finest.
Don't be ridiculous. I wouldn't go that far. Just keep it in mind and know your place.
A guy with such a massive ego probably can't pick up on subtle sarcasm.
Anyway, you were the only one next to me when I lost my wallet. It has to be you. Just admit it.
Let's make a scene.
You think I stole your wallet? Got any proof? Did you see it with your own eyes? Or are you just talking trash?
What's with the overly defensive tone? Clearly, you're feeling guilty.
Doesn't seem like your tactic's working on him.
In any case, my wallet is missing. It had a ton of Denny's, so someone's got to answer for that.
No one's responsible for your wallet except you. Let's be real. You're just trying to shift the blame.
You! No one's ever dared to speak to me like that before.
Clearly, your accusation is baseless, Mr. Ravenlock. Your outfit, while elegant, shows unironed creases and noticeable signs of wear. You've likely worn it for a long time. Plus, the wet ink on your cuffs suggests that you rushed straight here from your workplace. Likely so you wouldn't miss today's raffle. All in all, it's clear you're not well off and quite careless. Chances are you lost your wallet yourself, and it probably didn't hold much cash. Is that why you jumped to accuse others? Hoping to leverage your family name to make a quick Denny?
That's utter nonsense!
Emotional
Regardless.
damage.
You owe this person an apology.
Damn it! You'll regret this. Just you wait!
I really hate it when innocent people are wrongfully accused. But it's all over now. I hope it didn't ruin your mood.
Good thing you're here. Otherwise, that guy would have kept arguing forever.
I didn't really do anything. You outsmarted him all on your own. It's a relief to see him get what he deserves. He should have known what would happen the moment he falsely accused you. People like that should have a taste of their own medicine. That sounds fair to me. Unfortunately, we don't usually see such fairness in our world, do we? That's why sometimes I don't mind resorting to unconventional methods to right the wrongs.
You seem to be implying something. Don't tell me...
A good movie never spoils its ending. But feel free to speculate. Anyway, it was nice running into you. Please, accept this raffle ticket to mark the occasion. May it keep you away from shady people and situations and bring you good fortune.
Okay, the more I hear Hugo's voice, the more I keep thinking of Dr. Veritas Ratio from Honkai Star Rail, okay? Like, is it really the same guy? I won't be surprised if it's him though, but if it's an entirely different person, I will lose my goddamn mind. Cause they sound almost exactly the same. I might have to check out this dude though. Who voices him? Because the more I hear his voice, the more I'm thinking, is it the same dude as voicing Dr. Veritas Ratio? I believe the dude's name is Jordan Haro. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I'm sorry. Also, hopefully, my rig can
Anyone
withstand
else
all
want to
this.
redeem prizes?
Because in my 9 months of not streaming but recording, the CPU usage or on my OBS it doesn't go above 10%. But I am streaming and recording at the same time. The CPU usage is at 40-ish%. I was like, whoa, what the heck? This is probably the sign where I probably need a new rig already. And as a matter of fact, right, a lot of games nowadays are so graphically demanding. It's as though you're literally telling me that I might as well get an i7 or an i9 and a 4090 so that I can play these graphically demanding games. I'm talking about games like Indiana Jones, Kingdom Come Deliverance, and probably Monster Hunter WoWs. These games are so graphically demanding that I don't think I can play these games while streaming. But then again, I'm not really interested in playing sit games. And I kind of wanted to stream Yumiya as a matter of fact. But if my CPU doesn't let me do so, then I guess I'll just go back to my ways of recording and then upload them on YouTube. And rest assured, this entire story will be uploaded on my YouTube channel as well. As a matter of fact, it's just a matter of the resolution that is capturing this stream right now. I know the stream will be running at 1080p, but the question is the video. If the video being recorded is at 1080p, I was like, you know what? Wait, check Lycan and Alan? Where are they? If the output, oh my gosh, even the frame is output. But anyway, as I was saying, right, if by the time I'm done streaming and the output of the video recorded is at 1080p, until I get a new CPU, I don't think I'll be streaming. I'm really sorry. Because I want to provide the best video quality possible. I've been having this mindset ever since my playthrough of the Resident Evil 4 remake, where oh my gosh, my playthrough of the Resident Evil 4, the visual quality is so awful. I was like, I can't bear to watch this. I can't I can't take this anymore. I want to play games at the best quality possible. Which is why I changed my graphic card from a Radeon RX 570, which has a 4 GB VRAM, and it literally gave me issues ever since I installed Honkai Star Rail day 1. And I literally changed it to a 3060 1 year later. And ever since then, I have no issues playing any games at all. None. I have no issues playing games right now. Just shut up for now.
I'm glad to have the chance to speak with you, young'uns. Helios Academy used to be a peaceful and comforting place. I know you still can't fully trust me, and I understand that completely. But please do know that I mean you no harm. Your teacher, Carol, and we used to be friends. She was a kind person. I was truly sorry to learn that she was the one held responsible for the fall of the old capital.
She was innocent. There must be something else behind it.
I hope so too. It's just that the fall of the old capital still weighs heavily on us all. But I believe you just got caught up in all of this. I'm sorry for what you've been through over the years. It must be tough.
One day, we'll find the evidence to clear her name.
Then I sincerely wish you success. The real reason I reached out to you is to tell you something very important. Something about your eyes. I stumbled upon some of the data Kara left behind. She spent much of her time studying ways to minimize the side effects of your eye implants.
Teacher. She was always looking out for us.
Yes, which is why I believe this was her final wish. As her friend, I want to see it through. Simply put, your eye implants are directly linked to your brain, and their functionality depends on your body's limits. As a result, the HDD system takes up a part of your body's capacity. This leads to certain issues, the most notable being that it suppresses your innate ether aptitude. I brought in a team of specialists to analyze Carol's data samples, and after some effort, they created a plan to upgrade the HDD system. After the upgrade, the HDD system will operate with significantly reduced power consumption, allowing for a substantial boost in your ether aptitude, or rather, a restoration to its original level.
Do you mean that once the HDD upgrade is done, we'll be able to enter the hollows ourselves without EOS?
Exactly. You'll likely experience some discomfort at first, but you'll get used to it over time. I'll have the specialists from Marcel Group continue monitoring your physical condition to reduce the burden on your body and help restore your ether aptitude more effectively.
Are you really giving us such advanced technology for free? Feels like there's gotta be some kind of catch. Besides, you must have known about us for a while. So why wait until now?
I'm not asking for anything in return. As for why I didn't reach out sooner, truth is, from what I've learned, your eyes possess even greater power. Perhaps the power within you could affect all of New Eridu. But you must understand, power is a double-edged sword. It can be used against enemies or allies. As the mayor of New Eridu, I must ensure everyone's safety. So I hope you'll forgive my caution. I've been observing you for some time. That said, I'm confident to say that everyone at Victoria Housekeeping speaks highly of you.
Miss Bell and Mr. Wise are both kind and honorable individuals. I believe they'll use their power for the right cause.
Yeah, they're both good people.
Thank you for your kind words. Even though we have no idea what this power is. You're not just making it up to get our hopes up, are you?
Of course not. It's just that I don't have much information right now. I'll let you know as soon as I do. Well then, I'll let Lycon assist you with upgrading the HDD system. Rest assured he'll guide you through everything. You should be able to follow him with your knowledge.
If you would follow me.
Lycan begins working on the HDD system. After a while, it's almost like a really shouting melody has vanished and the mysterious
How
power
are you
will...
feeling now?
All good, I think.
Hold on, let me take a screenshot of this. Okay, you're not seeing it. Nice.
Really? I'm feeling a bit off.
Your body is adjusting. Give it time to adapt to the changes. As a precaution, hold off on entering the hollows until you feel better.
I see. In that case, I'll sit back and help Wise for now.
It's quite impressive one of you adapted so quickly. Your ether aptitude is now on par with most hollow investigators, meaning you're ready to explore regular hollows. But you must be careful at first. Lycon, Ellen, why don't you two go along? One of the data piles in the hollow near the metro is malfunctioning, and we need a skilled proxy to address it. I'll assign this task to you. Of course, you'll receive fair compensation upon completion. Take your time in the journeys ahead. You've got plenty of time to uncover your full potential.
Right? Master Proxy, if you are ready, let's enter the hollow together. Please be assured, Alan and I will protect you and will not let you get hurt. Let's confirm the mission objective. The mayor wishes for us to retrieve information from 3 data piles here in order to update the carrot of this area. Retrieving the data is something only the esteemed Master Proxy can be accomplished, so we'll leave it to you.
Master Proxy, the data pile that the mayor mentioned is in this direction.
Okay.
Let's keep moving.
That's one hollow data successfully retrieved. Master Proxy, you are indeed skilled. Let's go find the next data file. If only all worked were this easy.
The data pile that the mayor mentioned is near that garage ahead.
What a pain. There's nowhere else to go. We'll have to move the train.
Okay. Ow. Oh, the panel. Killing me. What? After manipulating the console, you successfully hacked into the system. Although you can't directly crack the passcode, you learn the clues are hidden in the nearby area. You relay this information to Lycan and Alan.
We should search for the passcode nearby to disable the laser, and then move the train.
Ah, I get it now.
4 servants?
We should be able to enter the passcode now.
1777. Okay. That's pretty straightforward. Now let's.
How are you feeling now, Master Proxy?
Fantastic. Never been better.
I'm relieved to hear it. If you feel any discomfort, please let us know at once.
Yeah, I'll carry you on my back if needed.
That won't be necessary.
Well, that won't be necessary.
You've always had a sharp mind, and now you've got the muscles to match.
Thanks for the compliment.
No, I was just thinking. When will you pick up some fighting skills? If you can fight, you could handle things in the hollow all on your own. That'd be pretty neat.
Oh my. Oh, there's frames dropping. There's every frames dropping, I don't know why. Frames were dropping.
Master Proxy, the data pile is right up ahead.
Let me guess. More passcode. Maybe not.
Worry not, Master Proxy. We'll ensure your safety. Just
Yeah, there's frames dropping.
Thank you. Sorry. I still need you guys to protect me. Seems like I'll need to work harder.
Roxy, you don't need to push yourself so hard. You're already pretty great.
Yeah, there's frames
Just leave the
dropping
rest to us.
on my end. There's frames dropping on my end. Yep, caught it. Another password. You manipulate the console again like before. This time the passcode is more complex and requires 3 clues around the area to piece together the complete string. You relay this information to Lycan and Alan. There are 3 parts. Let's hurry and find these scattered passwords then.
No, it's another passcode.
We should be able to find the passcode nearby. Let's keep an eye out for it.
Oh, at least I'm willing to test it out on me.
Maintaining the data piles in the hollows requires a proxy with the utmost professionalism. It is Victoria Housekeeping's honor to maintain a professional relationship with an outstanding proxy such as yourself.
Take this.
Yeah, frames are dropping. Whenever I'm in combat mode, frames are dropping. Yeah, frames
Master
are
Proxy,
dropping.
let's take a look around this area. We might be able to find clues regarding the passcode.
First digit of the password is 0. Okay. Let's keep going.
Proxy's moves seemed more fluid in that last battle.
Master Proxy, this should be the second passcode.
Zero 4.
Master Proxy, we've been in the hollow for quite some time. How are you feeling? Say no more.
I feel fine. Nothing unusual, actually.
That's good to hear. After all, this is the first time you've entered a hollow since the system upgrade. Best not to overdo it. Let's end this fight quickly.
Okay, so far... Okay, the frames dropped again to 59, 58, some unknown reason. I just realized my CPU went up to 53% for a brief moment. What the heck? Yeesh. 0451.
All right, that's all of them.
0451, I remember.
Let us return and open.
0451. Please. 0451. Yeah, I still remember. Normal? Yeah.
The mission was a success, sir. Master Phaethon's performance was outstanding.
Excellent. You truly are exceptional. I'll be frank. I contacted you because I need your expertise for an important task.
There's no drop frames
I'd like you to participate in an auction
at stream,
and help me secure
but
an
when
item
it's
up for
recording,
bid.
there's skip frames.
Hold on. Is it the same auction I heard about? The one with all the high-profile attendees?
Yes, that's the one. I knew asking you was the right choice. Since you're aware of it, I'll get straight to the point. It's related to the sacrifice you encountered.
Sacrifice?
Sacrifice? It's back?
Remember the sacrifice you took down near the construction site? Public security did some research after retrieving it. It turns out it can maintain its form outside the hollow.
Back when we fought with Miyabi.
Within it, we extracted a mysterious core. This
Wait,
core
no, it's a
possesses
construction
the same
site.
Inexplicable power as the
Construction
sacrifice,
site.
allowing it to exist without relying on ether. However, the core was recently stolen from the most secure lab in New Eridu. We suspect this
I
is
might
an
have to
inside
refresh
job
on what they're
rather than
talking
an
about.
external theft. We searched extensively without success
You know what?
until I
Let me
saw
just
the
do it.
auction flyer. The core has been concealed within an auction item.
So you want us to bid on it at the auction. But why
Let me
us?
sit you right over here.
The power of the sacrifice is highly volatile and destructive. We must keep it confidential, at least for now. And I, as mayor, am not suited to participate in the auction myself. Plus, I'm running checks on my inner circle due to the theft.
Yeah,
Frankly,
it is
there are many people I
the
can
boss
trust.
fight again
Don't
back in
worry, the funds are
1.4.
covered, and Victoria Housekeeping will be assisting you. Of course, this hinges on one condition.
Bring her.
Your willingness to aid me.
Bring her. The boss fight back in 1.4.
All right, we'll give it a shot.
Thank you very much. I knew that I could rely on you. The only hurdle now is the invitation. It's exclusive to Tops, so obtaining one might take some time. I'll handle that promptly. I'll leave the rest in your capable hands.
The mayor ends the call.
You seem a bit puzzled, Master Proxy.
The relationship between the mayor and Tops.
The relationship between the mayor and Tops seems rather delicate.
You're quite perceptive. As you know, the roots of New Eridu's governance lie with the Mayflowers, while Tops is a conglomerate of companies. Power and profit often lay the foundation for conflicts, which is why securing invitations could be tricky for us. Things would be much easier if Tops weren't so involved. But worry not, Master Proxy. It may take some time, but we will overcome these obstacles. Now, if you've no further need of me, I'll take my leave. Have a good day.
Alright. Let's check on Belle.
Didn't that collector Hugo mention if we wanted to attend the auction, we could give him a call? But he didn't leave us his contact information. Odd, right? If he wanted us to contact him, why not leave a number? Did he just forget?
Maybe he left a puzzle for us to solve, like in the movies.
You've been watching too many movies, Wise. We need to separate fiction from reality. Come to think of it, Hugo did leave us a raffle ticket and said something weird. He said something cringy like, "There are always secrets hiding behind the light." Wait, don't tell me.
Check the raffle ticket. It's literally behind the lights.
I get it now. This guy watches way too many detective movies. Anyway, let's try contacting him.
Aha! It's you! The manager of my favorite video store. Glad you've cracked my little puzzle. I've been waiting for you to contact me. I was worried I might have left a bad impression.
Actually, I have a favor to ask. About the auction you mentioned. Could you secure 2 invitations for us?
Ah, so you'd like to attend the auction? I'd
Yeah,
love
this one
to
this one thing I'm
assist.
kind of
But
curious. This thing I'm
unfortunately, I have some tasks at hand. But
Ask at hand.
if you two can help me with my current task, I should be able to find time to get the invitations you need.
What kind of task?
What kind of task? Is it something I can handle? Nothing too dangerous, I hope.
Don't worry, I would never put you in danger. Let's discuss the specifics in person. I'll wait for you at Do Gardening Shop in Lumina Square.
Do gardening at Lumina Square. Got it. It's much easier this way. Yeah, I think I might need a...
You've arrived, my friend. Punctual as always.
To get to the point, I need you to shadow someone for me. Record and tell me everything they do and say. And that someone is Hartman Ravenlock. That's right, him. I've already got his schedule. Soon, he will be meeting with someone nearby. I need to know the exact details of the exchange, please. Of course, for your troubles, I'll take care of the auction invitations you need. To be honest, based on my sources, the Ravenlock family appears to be plotting something rather sinister. You are a complete stranger to him, which will make everything easier. Relax, it's nothing illegal. You just happen to be in proximity and happen to overhear some things. Even if someone from PubSec shows up, they won't have anything on you. Besides, you already have connections in PubSec, don't you? Well, I'll be waiting for your good news then. So, chat with the flower shop owner. You know him? He sees loved ones. Right. Secretly tail Hartman. Oh dear. This better not be some stealth mission or some kind. Because I suck at stealth.
Another waste of my precious time.
Wait, shouldn't I go the other way? Hold on. I feel like I should go the other way. I might be a little bit overthinking, but better be safe than sorry. Okay. Oh dear.
This time, I'll lead the family back to the top.
After compiling the things you heard, you arranged to meet Hugo in front of the flower shop to exchange intelligence. Alright, where's Hugo?
Good day, manager. Wonderful to see you again. You're as sophisticated and charming as always. About our previous discussion, I assume you've made some progress?
You share your findings on Hartman with Hugo. His gaze remains lowered as he listens intently, his pale, slender fingers absently flipping through interest coins to
I
them
see.
fast.
Looks like it's more complicated than I thought. I appreciate your help. Here are the promised invitations for you. One was mine, but I won't be able to attend as I'll be occupied that day. I had to pull a few strings to secure these invitations, so please don't mention where they came from. Otherwise, someone might come hunt me down.
Really?
Wait, seriously? Is the auction really that dangerous?
Well, when you dance with sharks, you can't avoid risk. But I have faith in you, dear manager.
2 hours and 14
I'm
minutes.
entrusting you
Okay.
with my life.
Don't worry,
Oh, no,
my
that's
lips are
fine.
sealed. And so are my sisters.
I've been meaning to say, you're so close with your sibling.
Oh, 2 hours.
I'm kind of jealous. What's your view on family ties, manager?
It's a
So
bond
I
you
would
can
assume
count
that this
on.
will-
Like,
This request will
No
be
matter what
ongoing
happens,
for
Belle and I have
about
each
2
other's
hours, I
backs.
guess.
That's the exact kind
And I
of
just realized,
answer
oh my
I
gosh.
expected from you. How
More
lovely.
strings are dropping.
I once had a half-sister. Different mothers.
Hat?
had? You didn't have a fallout over some big argument, did you?
No, we never argued. I would like to try, but it's too late. She's been gone so long. I can barely remember her face.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was a sensitive topic. My condolences.
It's okay. I brought it up first, and it was ages ago. Anyway, back to what we were saying. It's highly likely that Hartman will be at the auction as well. As you know, while he's the rightful heir to the Ravenlock family, he keeps many secrets. Should you cross paths with him in the future, be cautious. He's sitting up on his high horse looking down on everyone else, and he'll do whatever it takes to get more power. I hope these upper-class people eventually face the punishment they deserve. Too bad the scales of fate lean one way or another, unless someone steps in to tip them back. I digress. That's all for today. I have some errands to attend to, so I'll take my leave. Have fun at the auction.
Like, you got an invitation. Now I'll hand over the clothes. Please wait a moment. Okay, so we got the stuff. Now go back to the video store and talk to Lighten. And from the
It
looks
is a
of
pleasure to see you again, Master Proxy.
It's been a while.
I seem to have caught a whiff of... Oh, it's nothing. Probably just my imagination. Master Proxy, may I have a look at the invitation you received? This is indeed an authentic invitation. It's truly impressive that you were able to obtain it in such a short time. However, if I'm not mistaken, this invitation came directly from Tops. So, you are in contact with Tops as well? Let's just say I have connection with Tops. Now that we sold out the invitation, let's get some good rest and get ready for the auction. Head to Lumina Square for the auction. Right? Oh, by the way, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, I apologize if you're getting skip frames or on your end, because I am, well, as I mentioned earlier, I am literally streaming and recording at the same time, which is probably causing my CPU to go at higher than usual, where normally if I'm doing only a recording, my CPU percentage is going no more than 10%. But right now when I'm streaming, I mean earlier on, right, for a brief moment, my FPS counter, it really went from 60 to 52 FPS. So I would assume that my current CPU cannot handle being streaming and recording at the same time. So and as a matter of fact, right, I am using a 4K monitor. So that's probably another reason. If I'm running at 1080 at a 1080p monitor, that might be a different scenario, but I want my videos to be at least at 2K.
Deception. Betrayal. I see swirling mist, shrouding the truth in a deep, enigmatic haze. Found you. Chosen one.
Well, hello there. Can I have a... Unfortunately, this game can't zoom. Therefore, I can't have a good view of her sides. Anyway, let's keep going. Special event.
You are exactly as I thought you'd be.
What do you mean by the chosen one?
Chosen one? What's that? Sounds like something from a tacky novel that was popular a decade ago.
Words can only convey so much, so it's understandable if what I say doesn't make sense to you now. But you'll know what I mean soon enough.
Young lady, I know you might think I'm lying, but I'm telling the truth. That item was my late husband's keepsake, and I had to pawn it due to financial difficulties. But I can't bear to see it auctioned away to who knows where. I'd never be able to get it back. Please help me bid for it. There's a hidden flaw in that item. If you point it out during inspection, it will be withdrawn from the auction and returned to the pawn shop. That way you won't have to pay for it. In return, I'll offer you some compensation. It may not be much, but it's all I can manage. Please.
Mom, please don't cry. Your story might be genuine, but your intention is not. Besides, this has nothing to do with me. Your misfortune is not my concern.
Young lady, you don't look like you're struggling for money. How can you be so cold-hearted? I'm sure this refined individual here feels the same way.
Huh? Are you referring to me?
Yes, you. If you're willing, could you please...
The auction is about to start. I'm not sure how you gained entry, but I'm sure you don't want to be driven out with your daughter. And you?
The young lady in different gaze turns towards you.
Here's a little piece of advice. Don't let your sympathy easily sway you in an auction like this. Otherwise, you might get swindled. I'm Vivian, by the way. Pleasure to meet you.
Right?
Dear guests, the auction will begin shortly. Please make your way to the venue.
Right, I see Lycan. Are you alright? It seemed you were caught up in some dispute just now. Then I'm relieved. Actually, I overheard parts of the conversation. Forgive me for speaking bluntly, but it's rather strange to have guests like that mother and daughter at this auction. Perhaps, as the mysterious Miss Vivian said, they didn't enter through regular means. There may be more to this. And let's return to the auction. If you're interested in any particular item, you can bid on it. Master will cover the bill for you. Interesting. Rest assured, Master's budget is quite sufficient. Regular auction items should not be a problem. Unless other parties also set their sights on that item you wanted. If that happens, we'll adapt accordingly. I trust in your wisdom. During the conversation with Lycan, a sudden unexpected guest appears beside you. Hugo? Oh, this piece of trash. It's a long story. Mr. Edmund will also attend the auction, blah 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 blah. You asshole, just be gone already. Jump right into the auction. Master, that gentleman just now seemed very hostile towards you. It looks like you two have some history. However, it's getting late. Let's head into the venue. Right, so... first half? You enter the auction venue. The first half features a variety of items, but none are what you're looking for. There's a strange yet amusing golden bamboo statue. Fortunately, your budget allows you to try bidding for it. The good news is you only have one opponent. The bad news is that guy is Curtis. You just have to take him down just like last time. For some reason, that mysterious Miss Vivian also seems intrigued by this bidding and comes to our side.
He may be from the Ravenlock family, but he's been entering the lottery in secret. His financial situation might not be too great right now.
Ugh, what rotten luck. I didn't expect to see you here. I won't back down this time.
Aren't you that bigwig from the Ravenlock clan? Surprised to see you at the same auction as us commoners.
This is the top auction in the industry. I really don't know how you got an invitation, but I doubt it was through legitimate means.
You seem a bit hesitant. His accusation isn't true, is it?
You should just give up already. I'm dead set on getting this item.
Let's go with number one.
Good luck to you. Host, I increase my bid by 20%.
Where could you have gotten so many Denny's?
A solid move, but perhaps a bit too costly for me.
Oops.
Okay. Let's not rush into inflating the price. Seems like it's just the two of us interested in the item. Why don't we discuss this in private first?
Do not back down.
No matter what, I won't back down.
Ugh, I didn't expect you to be so determined.
This is the perfect moment to shake your opponent.
You're really stubborn, huh? Is it really worth arguing over such a small collectible?
That's right. The Denny's in our pocket is our biggest advantage. Host, I'm raising the bid.
The price is way more than it's worth. Forget it, I'm out.
It's a bit overpriced, but it's still acceptable.
Sorry, Vivian.
Regardless, congratulations on your winning bid. Though, in my opinion, its aesthetic style is a bit ahead of its time. But as long as you like it, that's what matters. After all, the true value of art is in the love people invest in it.
The next item is truly exceptional. The final creation of a legendary artist, the only one of its kind in all of New Eridu.
Excuse me, I'll take a screenshot of this for a while.
The artist's tale is quite
Because I'm gonna need it for my
Unrecognized
thumbnail.
during his lifetime, his works were discovered by art collectors after his death and became hugely popular. Because of this, authentic works are few and far between, making each one incredibly precious. And this stunning final piece, anyone who loves his work won't want to miss it. Without further ado, let's get started! Starting bid, 200 million Denny's!
If I can get it for under 500 million, I can still turn a profit. 300 million!
If I'm not mistaken, Wise, isn't that the item the woman asked Vivian to bid on?
Oh.
Yeah, that's the one. If our budget allows, perhaps we should.
1 billion.
Huh?
Even if his final piece is a collectible of this quality, starting at $1 million right off the bat. Since she doesn't have to earn her own money, any bid is just a number to her.
Was that Vivian? Wow, she just said, "Don't let your sympathy sway you," then went ahead and bid anyways.
Yeah, but she can literally afford not to take her own advice.
Oh, this elegantly dressed lady certainly has refined taste and deep pockets. So, is anyone ready to challenge this young lady? Invest in the legacy of a talented artist who left us too soon. Its value could double in the future.
I'd advise against it. I'm going to bid on this no matter the price tonight.
Whoa.
This young lady is certainly very confident. Our time is almost up at $1 billion. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Sold for $1 billion.
Damn, that's a lot of money.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the first half of the auction. Please feel free to unwind in the lounge for a bit, as more treasures await in the second half.
More treasure awaits in the second half, huh? Right.
The coffee here is drinkable.
Alright, let's have a conversation with
Why are there
Vivian.
so many unfamiliar faces around? I thought this was for regulars only.
Yeah.
You have a strange look on your face. Despite her ruthless exterior, she's actually quite kind-hearted. Though you wouldn't dare think that, would you?
Of course not.
Not at all. That's not what I'm thinking.
You're not being honest, and I don't appreciate deceit.
Uh-oh.
Just to clarify, I didn't assist that woman out of kindness, nor do I plan on giving up the item I just purchased, because it's nothing more than a common scam.
A scam?
A scam? So you're saying that woman is a fraudster?
They'll tell you a tragic story, begging you to help bid on a collectible at a high price. They promise a reward and guarantee the item will be withdrawn from the auction, so you think you won't have to pay anything. But the reality is, once you bid, the deal is done. No going back. And you end up shelling out a hefty sum for something worthless.
Oof. So why did you still bid on the item?
So why did you still bid on the item?
I really enjoyed the story of that legendary artist. Art at its essence sells stories, doesn't it? I'm willing to pay the price for the stories I choose. That's another lie. Looks like you believed me.
Okay, you got me again.
Let me give you another piece of advice. Appearances can be deceiving. People often mask their true intentions. Sometimes, what you can't see is the real truth.
Vivian suddenly approaches, blinks, and suddenly mouths two words. Master Proxy? She knows your proxy identity?
I hope next time you'll accept my invitation, and not that of these pretenders. I'll see you soon, my friend of many secrets.
Well, this has gotten interesting.
The second half of the auction
CPU
is
at
about to begin.
45%.
Please make your way to the venue.
Okay. Hold on, before that, right, there is a setting that I wanna do. Hopefully it doesn't appear on this end. Ah, sorry. You're not supposed to see that. CPU usage at 90%. Oh my gosh. Memory 75%. Yeah, OBS is literally using up like 40%. Well, Zenless is using 30% CPU. My goodness. Oh man, I definitely. Yep, I definitely need a CPU that can handle both
Ladies
streaming
and
and
gentlemen, welcome back.
I definitely need a CPU that can handle
Up
both
next in our auction
streaming
is
and
tonight's
recording at the same
showpiece,
time.
the one-of-a-kind Robe of Heroes. Legend has it that long ago, this was a garment that only a hero could wear. What's truly fascinating is the unique gem embedded in the collar of this robe. It's unlike any gem I've ever seen. Almost magical.
Sacrifice core? Oh crap!
Wise, that gem's probably what we're looking for.
Such an important item, yet it's just there on a piece of clothing, completely unprotected.
How gaudy.
This auction sure is busy. There's people of all sorts, whether they belong or not.
Robe of Heroes. What a tacky name. Nonetheless, I'll secure it. In the name of the Ravenlock family.
Yes, I see it. Seems authentic. Of course, I'll keep an eye on it.
Question mark. After some intense bidding, only two contenders remain, you and Hartman, the current head of the Ravenlock family.
I didn't expect this to drag on so long. I believe there is no meaning in continuing this senseless bidding war. Frankly, wasting time irks me more than squandering money. So, my friend, let's cut to the chase. What did you have in mind?
This man is pretty shrewd. Maybe I should match his energy.
It's either 1 or it's either 3. Okay, that's a bad idea.
Is that robe of heroes?
What a pity. We both have our sights set on the same item. It seems there is no hope of us coming to an accord.
I'd suggest taking a less direct approach with someone like Hartman, lest he prey on your weaknesses.
There are more antiques in this auction than just the robe. Why rush into this? You might find something else you prefer.
I'm not a collector, so I'm not into
Again,
antiques.
wrong
That
move.
robe just caught my eye.
In that case, how about we strike a deal? All I want is that gem. So, if you cease bidding now, I'll take the gem and you can have the rest of the robe. How does that sound?
Ah, he called our bluff.
The Ravenlock family always gets what they desire. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask around.
If I keep choosing the wrong selection, I might end up in a bad. What
If your
the
family
hell?
really is that powerful, why engage in a bidding war with a commoner like me? How about cutting me some slack?
Well, I'd be happy to go along with your proposal. So,
Oh man, I don't know what to choose at this
I'll
point.
grant you anything else you desire from this auction for free. Have we a deal?
This approach doesn't seem to be working with him, Master Proxy.
My time is valuable, my friend. I've already lost a significant amount of dennies talking to you. If I offer you a token of appreciation, let's say a hefty sum of dennies, would you consider backing out of this bid?
No. Don't try to bribe me or I'll give you the same offer, man. One wrong move, I'm screwed, man.
Don't try to bribe me. I don't need or want money. For once.
You're
Okay,
quite
good.
persistent,
Good.
aren't you? It's been a while since someone dared speak to me like that. All right, since I can't sway you, we'll have to settle this with our financial power. But let me be clear. No matter how high it goes, I won't back down.
Drat. Though the mayor gave us a substantial amount of dennies, I have a feeling it won't be enough to win against someone with this amount of financial power.
After a round of intense bidding, Hartman secures the robe of heroes at a ridiculously high price. Ah, boy.
Thank you, everyone. It appears I'm the final winner of this auction after all. Well, I'll be taking this masterpiece with me. Of course. I must extend my sincere gratitude to all of you.
Damn it, we almost won! Ugh, Denny grabbing jerks.
I got a message from Hugo. He wants us to...
Look
up?
Look up.
What happened?
Why'd the lights go out?
What's going on? The power went out?
Mommy, I'm scared.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's auction. My apologies for the long and dreary opening. Losers always have a lot to say.
That guy looks familiar.
Is that...
What are you all standing around for? Someone deal with this intruder!
How uncouth. I'm simply here to reclaim what's rightfully mine.
Oh no.
You! When did you?
Well then, tonight's show is coming to an end. I wish you all a lovely evening. Yours truly, Mockingbird.
After him! Catch that thief or forget about getting paid tonight!
Okay.
I can't believe he's here. And his target happens to be that core, too. Forgive me, Master Proxy, but that... Mockingbird and I have... history.
You might find it surprising, but I know him too.
Yeah.
You do?
You briefed Lycan about your encounter with Hugo, and you emphasized that you had no intention of keeping him in the dark.
I see. So that's how you know him. Years ago, we founded Mockingbird, the Phantom Thieves Syndicate. Things started off well. We were young, with naive ideals and lofty goals, and we pursued what we thought was right. But one night, that all changed. There may have been signs of what was to come, but no one noticed them at the time, or perhaps we chose to ignore them. Eventually, I left Mockingbird and accepted the olive branch extended by the mayor. The separation was, shall we say, less than amicable. And my dearest friend became my sworn enemy.
Yikes.
Master Proxy, if I may ask, what do you think of Hugo?
Though he helped us before, and he seems pretty nice, I can't help but feel something's off. He is a part of Mockingbird, after all.
Mockingbird has changed from how we envisioned it. And Hugo, too, No, it's nothing. In any case, he is very dangerous. I'm still unsure of his intentions, but we cannot risk letting him have the sacrifice core. Based on my past experiences, I can likely predict the route he'll take to evade his pursuers and escape. However, this path lies within the Hollow. Master Proxy, can you...
Let's head straight there. I'm feeling pretty strong right now.
Very well. Please, follow me then.
Alright, to the Hollow we shall go. Over here?
As I thought, Hugo really is here. When we
So
were
it's just
sure
Lycan and Lycan only.
Roots that were difficult to attack, yet easy to defend. Master Proxy, the layout of the port is complex. Ethereals may jump out from any corner. Do be extra careful.
There are so many ethereals, but they don't seem to be phasing him at all.
Time to hunt.
Yes. Ah. Reaching to Wise. Prepare. Okay. Okay, there you go. Well, that was easy. Oh, traps.
Careful, or you'll get hurt.
Sirs, I'm not going to let you have your way. Master Proxy, that's one of Hugo's weapons. Make sure to avoid it. It may look like a coin, but it's actually a dart. He's extremely familiar with this place. Master Proxy, dragging this out will only be to our disadvantage. Let's proceed through here post-haste.
Got it.
Move, please. Stand still. The mechanism here isn't damaged. It's still functioning normally. Something's not right. It feels too easy, almost as if you let us through on purpose.
Let's keep going for now.
Evade, now! Stay calm now.
Okay.
Stand still.
He's taken the opportunity to run off again. These are skills honed through countless practical experiences. He's very good at this. If I'm not mistaken, the direction Hugo just escaped to should be the area above where we first entered this hollow. Master Proxy, let's hurry and catch up.
This must be the right way. Not to worry, Master Proxy. We'll be able to catch up to him soon. It should be this way.
Lycan pauses momentarily. In the distance, a group of heavily armed figures emerge.
Are they from the auction? No, they shouldn't be able to track Hugo here. They're likely just hollow raiders. Back then, Hugo would typically retreat into a hollow after securing the goods. And as his partner, I'd be responsible for leading the pursuers astray. I'm unsure if he has a partner now, or who they might be if he does.
Well, Phantom Thieves usually have partners. I assume he must have recruited a new one by now.
True. That could make things trickier, as he may have passed the core to his partner. Regardless, Master Proxy, let's steer clear of those hollow raiders for now. Although I'm confident in my ability to defeat them, a clash here might delay us and jeopardize your safety. Our main focus now is locating Hugo and retrieving the gem.
Right.
Move, please.
Oh, I got damaged.
Stay calm now. He should be nearby.
Let's go this way. Over here. Cutscene.
Long time no see, traitor.
Whoa!
It was you who broke the oath, not me.
You haven't changed, pompous and self-righteous.
Oh no. Please do not tell me this will lead us into a boss fight.
You're beyond reason.
Both of you, enough already!
What are you thinking? Wise! What were you
Are you
thinking?
alright, Master Proxy? Any injuries?
I'm fine. I just forgot I wasn't using EOS. I thought your attacks would just go over my head.
What were you thinking going in like that?
Rest assured, Manager, my blade has always been steady. I'll never point my weapon at my allies, especially not you. As for that oaf, he has no sense of control in the heat of battle, even turning on his own comrades.
I'd thank you not to spread lies.
What? Are you denying it? I merely spoke the truth, didn't I?
At that moment, the Holo Raiders you encountered earlier closed in on you. Oh, scene, I guess.
Thought we were in for a tough day, but it seems we struck gold in the end. If you value your lives, you better hand over all your etheric resources and any other valuables you've got.
I have no conflict with you, gentlemen. I'm here for personal reasons, not to mine ether resources.
Cut the crap. It's been a rough day, and we need something to make it right. Whatever your business is, pay your dough or bite the dust.
Pay our dough? This is the Hollow. You're not claiming this Hollow as your own, are you? Not even the current mayor of New Eridu would dare to make that assertion. Am I correct, Mr. Mayflower Watchdog?
You sure have a mouth on you, pretty boy. Don't push it. We've buried idiots like you in the Hollow before, and soon you'll be joining them.
I'd urge you to reconsider.
Huh? Unfortunately, your kind advice has come too late. They've already worn my patience thin.
Hugo swiftly deals with the Holo Raiders.
Oh, help me!
Scared? Then perhaps you should think twice before you act. You've made your bed. Now lie in it.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Please have mercy.
Spare us! We won't do it again!
Are you quite done blowing off steam? Don't kill them. I'll hand them over to public security once we're out of...
Who do you think you are to tell me what to do? They weren't planning to show you any mercy, yet you forgive them so easily. You haven't changed at all over the years, Lycon. To hell with you and your foolish fantasies of being some almighty savior. Haven't you learned your lesson from what happened with your eye and legs?
My principles remain unshaken. No one has the right to take another's life.
Sinners deserve punishment. Do you know how many lives they've taken? I'm merely delivering the justice the world needs.
It is not our place to pass judgment. I know I will not sway you. There's no point in continuing this argument. I will stop you. I always will.
Go ahead and try. I will defeat you. I always will. Be
From the way I
prepared
see
to kneel
it,
before
Hugo is
me.
giving more of an anti-hero impression.
You talk too much.
Ah, in the end we're fighting against him, god dang it.
What the?
Proxy, I didn't...
Do you two have to fight?
Ready to continue?
My apologies, dear manager, but I'm itching to teach him a lesson. I have you now.
Shut up.
Beg for mercy. Is that all?
Stay calm now.
And of course, Hugo escapes. Along with the merchandise. After Hugo leaves, Lycan goes silent as if lost in his memories.
Worry not. Mastery of my skills will come in time. But there's something more important I would like to teach you. Something about faith.
Again, I'm just
Does a phantom thief even need faith?
Of course. What else would we fight for?
For wealth, fame, and power to stand at the top, so nothing and no one can imprison us. Isn't that what everyone desires? Or perhaps by faith, do you mean something asinine and empty, like justice, dreams, or friendship? Hilarious. Grow up, Lycan. It's time to let go of your naive fantasies of being some almighty savior.
You just don't get it.
All right, enough squabbling. What I'm trying to teach you is very simple. I may not walk the path of justice, but I do not walk the path of evil. There's too much injustice in this world, and there are times when it becomes necessary to right those wrongs with unconventional methods. Taking lives, however, is out of the question. Life is a precious gift, one that nobody has the right to steal. No one should have the authority to judge whether another lives or dies. Keep that in mind.
I will.
You don't seem convinced, Hugo.
As you mentioned, this world is unjust. That's why we must strive to bring fairness to this world. Those who cause harm should face consequences, just as those who take lives should. But not all lives hold the same value. Sometimes, you may need to eliminate one if it means saving more.
You're too proud. Your pride may lead you astray.
I have my own path and beliefs, Jack. I'll determine for myself what's fair and unfair.
Hey, watch your mouth. If it weren't for Jack, you'd be dead already.
You're a smart kid, Hugo. Skilled too. You could easily take the life of a sinner. However, what if one day you found out you were wrong? What if that so-called sinner were innocent? Could you bring them back to life?
I wouldn't make that mistake.
To err is human. Everyone is bound to make mistakes. It's good you are open with your thoughts. I just don't want your troubled past to weigh you down. Because your hatred doesn't define you. It only eats away at you.
Are you okay, Lycan? You've been quiet for a while.
My apologies, Master Proxy. I was just reminded of some past memories. Before Hugo and I founded Mockingbird, we had a mentor, Jack. He took us under his wing when we were in dire straits, imparting his skills and life lessons. But Hugo didn't agree with his viewpoints. Perhaps our paths were always fated to diverge.
I've been curious for a while now. What caused you two to split?
Mockingbird, faced numerous triumphs, but also setbacks. And one of them was a disastrous one.
Hugo. You... Was this you? All this?
So what if it was?
Have you gone crazy? Have you been planning this all along? You'd bury all these lives in the name of vengeance?
They deserve to die. Especially Especially my so-called father. I should have killed him a long time ago. A really long time ago. You know what, Lycon? There's some people whose only purpose in life is to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes murder is what brings justice back into this world. And for that, I must stain these hands in blood.
Enough! I can't trust anything you say anymore. I'm leaving Mockingbird, now!
Where are you going?
So that's the reason why Lycan left.
Someone from the Mayflowers got in touch with me before.
Are you mad? You know what those hypocrites in city administration are like. They're no different from tops. We fought them together all this time, and now you're leaving to serve as their lapdog. Are you going to turn your back on Mockingbird? Turn your back on me?
The mayor is different from the others. But it doesn't matter. I'm not going to even try convincing you. As your friend, I'll give you one last piece of advice. Please, stop here. Otherwise, the day will come where your hatred and ambition will consume you.
Hey, and Hugo ended up not listening to Lycan's advice.
My
There you have it.
apologies, Master Proxy, that you had to hear such an unpleasant tale. Hugo came from a powerful family, and his relationship with them was always strained, especially with his own father. So much so that Hugo wanted to personally put an end to him. After shouldering a mountain of
Daddy
injustice,
issues.
Hugo ran away from home. That's when Jack and I met him. And that setback that Mockingbird suffered turned out to be intimately connected to his family. I had thought it was just a normal mission, when in fact he was plotting revenge. He took advantage of me and everyone else there. I do not mean to pass judgment on him and his decision, but I refuse to accept a partner who is willing to trample over other people's lives for their own desires. Perhaps his family left a mark on him that continues to influence him to this day. In any case, Hugo still has the sacrifice core. We should contact the mayor to plan our next moves.
Okay, at least we got through the
Pleasure
mayor.
to speak with you again. Lycon has already filled me in on Mockingbird stealing the sacrifice core. I'll deal with it.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Anything else we can do to help? I mean, we didn't manage to complete our mission.
No. You've done well. It's just not appropriate for you to get involved in what's to come.
We've been through far more dangerous situations. Plus, we've dealt with Mr. Mockingbird before, so maybe we could help you.
Really, I appreciate your kindness. It's just... Very well. Seeing as you're all people I know I can trust, I'm going to be frank. Not long ago, I received a letter declaring criminal intent.
What?
Sir.
Lycon, I know you don't want to place them in danger. I feel the same way. However, I believe they deserve to know the truth. That letter threatened to use a sacrifice to take vengeance against the entire city of New Eridu.
What? Vengeance?
What do you mean by vengeance?
I believe the person, or the organization, who sent the letter is planning to use the sacrifice to mount a large-scale attack against the city. Everything we've uncovered so far seems to support this hypothesis. As you know, the sacrifice's true power is a mystery and cannot be controlled if anyone attempts to use it as a weapon. This is no small issue. If this gets out, it'll send the public into a panic. Please promise me you'll keep things confidential.
Then let us help out. We can do our part too.
But it's like I said before. it'll be too dangerous for you. Whichever way you look at it, you're still citizens of New Eridu, and as mayor, it's my duty to protect you. Plus, Carol would be furious with me if I put you in danger. If she were still around. Anyway, I'm not at liberty to discuss this matter any further. Please rest assured that we will handle things properly as the administrative authority of New Eridu.
That's right, Master Proxy. Please trust us.
So that'll be all for today. Goodbye for now.
And the look of things, looks like we're not done yet. Wise, although the mayor and Lycan seem reluctant to let us get involved in this matter, we can investigate on our own. If the warning letter is true, this is a major issue considering the safety of New Eridu. Sacrifice, Exaltus, Bringer, there might be a deeper secret behind all of this, and it could even be related to our teacher. No matter what, we can't just sit back and do nothing. But before that, let's make time to go over our tactics properly. For now, let's call it a day. Feels like too much has happened. By the way, Wise, did you notice? Hugo's Mockingbird disguise seems to be just a mask. That sounds a lot like a certain classic character's glasses. Alright, no more jokes, let's take some time to rest. After a sweet, refreshing sleep, you feel invigorated. Let's discuss how we're going to investigate the Exaltus. That's right, the Commissioner's hasty closure of the case seems a bit suspicious. We should definitely find Julian and get more information first. Right, I'll leave it to you then. I'll also gather some information on the Internaut. Take care and come back soon, Wise. Oh, looks like we're not done yet. And with that being said, let's head over and look for Julian.
I'll have to work overtime to finish this mission report. You're here!
Talk with nearby public security officers. Okay. That's the security rule. Okay. Then this dude right over here. After inquiring around, you gather a lot of information about Bringer. You share this information with Julian and agree to meet at Holo Special Operations. Talk to Hoshimi Miyabi at Hand Office. Okay. Oh, Miyabi, Yanagi, and Julian is over here.
Today's training.
After carefully inspecting the tapes, you find one that feels different from the rest. It seems a bit heavier. try to decode the tape. After carefully examining the special tape recording, you discover that there seems to be an encrypted message within. Okay, let's do this. Perfect. Looks like there's new content that can be played on the tape now. That's interesting. I didn't know secret information could be hidden this way. Grab this damn thing.
All right, let's get started.
The cassette that Bringer left behind starts playing.
I'm probably not getting out of this hollow, but at least this tape recorder still works. Let's say these are my last words. I gave away my anti-corruption equipment to save those civilians, so I'm not in good shape. Unfortunately, we came up against a horde of ethereals right after that. I rushed over to fight them off and tried to save the civilians, but in the thick of all the fighting, I turned back and realized that I was somehow alone. Nobody was behind me. Luckily, I managed to defeat the ethereals, but the wounds and corruption I sustained in doing so should be fatal. I don't mean to cast the blame at all here, and if any of my colleagues ever pick up this cassette, I hope that nobody is ever held accountable. It's just human nature. It's normal. I just have a few regrets. Huh? Oh, what's that over there?
You hear a long, raspy, and creepy noise.
I've seen a miracle. Yes, that thing is right. So long as humanity is in constant conflict against the Hollows, we'll never be able to grasp true power. Only by embracing everything. It's the only way. Only by embracing this power can everyone survive. Oh, Creator, please grant me this.
The room is left in complete silence as the cassette finishes playing. Julian in particular looks crestfallen.
Are you okay, Julian? Don't be so down.
Thanks. I'm okay. It's just, even though we had our suspicions, now that everything is out in the open, I can't help but feel a little... Well, at least now I know the reason why he changed.
What did Bringer see during the recording? Whatever it was, he called it a miracle.
I saw the mission report from that incident. Bringer emerged from the Hollow unscathed, completely free from injury or corruption. Plus, I remember him rescuing a few civilians and walking out of the Hollow together with them.
But if that's the case, then it's at odds with the audio we heard. Which one is the true version of events?
It's possible that both are true. Like if Bringer actually met a real god that completely healed his body and helped him save the others.
And that's why his mood changed so much. Why he started believing the Exaltists. Because he witnessed a miracle.
Sounds like a reasonable speculation at this point.
But it still exceeds the limits of what we know.
In any case, it's a clue that ultimately points to the Exaltists. I'll keep pulling this thread and see where it leads.
I never expected the investigation to lead to this. What exactly are the Exaltists plotting? Regardless, time to head back to the video store and rest for a bit. Then I'll think about the next step. Oh! Didn't
I've
expect.
been waiting for you for quite some time. We meet again, Master Proxy. I imagine you've already managed to gain some info from the conspirators about some people who wish to use sacrifice to launch an attack on New Eridu.
So you know about that? I only just found out myself.
Because I've been watching you this entire time. I know many things. But unlike those hypocrites, I'm willing to share info with you to show my sincere hopes of working together. I need to find Bringer's belongings.
Bringer's belongings? Did he even leave anything behind?
Oh, he did. I have complete confidence in my intelligence network. All the more reason for you to
feeling
work
about
with me.
this.
You've probably already guessed, but what Bringer left behind will be crucial for cracking the alleged sacrifice attack. Find it, and we'll finally know what they are after.
Who do you mean by they?
The Exaltists, of course. They're always lurking whenever something related to sacrifice comes up. Actually, the Exaltists and I, we have a bit of shared history. But no more than that until you officially agree to work with me.
Alright, I agree to work with you.
Splendid. I like people who don't mess around. By the way, might I ask, you're not proficient at in-hollow combat, are you?
No, I can't fight.
As I expected. Not to worry. You're an invaluable proxy. All I require is for you to guide me. I mean, not even my darling Lord Phaethon can fight in the hollows.
What?
Hang on. What did you just say? Your darling Lord Phaethon?
That's right. The best proxy in all of New Eridu. Lord Phaethon. Don't tell me you don't like him.
It's not that I don't like him. It's just,
Let's
it's
not
a little
reveal the
complicated.
secret yet.
Well, if it's not that you don't like him, then that means you do like him, right? And I know exactly how you feel. My love for Lord Phaethon is really complicated, too. Great, you're a fan of Lord Phaethon, too. But that makes sense. All of New Eridu ought to be fans of Lord Phaethon.
Let's just conceal. Let's just go with the
Fine,
flow.
you're right. I'm actually a fan of Lord Phaethon.
Then we're fellow fans! Wonderful. I feel so much closer to you now.
After inexplicably Jolly Vivian's informal fan club, you listen to her go on about her love of Lord Phaethon for nearly an hour.
My.
Jeez.
Once I start talking about Lord Phaethon, I just can't help myself. Look at the time. I suppose that's all for today then. I'll be in touch with more news.
Cute. Very cute. I found out where the remainder of Bringer's belonging ended up. It should be hidden in a hollow in the outer ring. Need to make some preparations. Let's meet up in Blazewood later. Don't worry, I'll protect you, Proxy. I won't let you get hurt. He's about to say Hugo, didn't she? Vivian leaves in a hurry. She seems rather reluctant to discuss her relationship with the exotists in detail. Are you sure you want to head straight into the hollow, or should we use the old trick and connect to EOS instead? That will be a bit safer. But if we connect to EOS, Vivian might recognize us. After all, she's our fan. Even though we can stay in touch at any time, I still worry. After some time, a message from Vivian arrives. Time to head to Blazewood and meet her. And it's almost like what, 2 hours in? Hold up. That's Anby and Trigger.
Proxy, you're here too.
I didn't expect to run into you here.
What are you two doing here? And what's with the new outfit, Anby?
I'm here to investigate that incident.
You recall the incident you experienced with Anby and Trigger. The relevant details have been recorded as tapes and logged in the video archive. If you have time, you should go and refresh your memories with them.
I've recently dug up some clues about the person behind the operation, but my key contact is ultra cautious and keeps demanding me to prove my identity. So, to gain her trust, I decided to meet her dressed like this. Now that everything is completely finished, this uniform doesn't really represent anything in particular. For me, it's just another outfit now. We all have to move on someday.
I'm helping her. I want to make sure whoever's behind all this is caught. Ah, and who's this young lady?
This is my friend, Vivian.
So I'm kind of curious.
We're here investigating a few things
Anby's
ourselves.
story quest takes place before this
one of
story
the
quest
cunning
or
hair's
after
most
the story
powerful
quest?
members. And Trigger, an Opal Squad sniper. It's an honor to make your acquaintance.
You know us?
Looks like someone's done our homework. Is it because of the proxy?
You two are practically celebrities. And because of my work, I've got loads of info when it comes to anyone with a name around New Eridu.
I see. Seems you're handling your work well.
Let's prepare to enter the Hollow. Unless you have any further questions, we'll be taking our leave now.
You're going into a hollow? Proxy, you plan on going in like that?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. I've recovered quite a bit lately, so I don't need any protective equipment in the hollows.
You shoot a wing at Anby and Trigger, who both notice your signal and don't ask any more questions. Right at that moment, a rather familiar-looking lady appears.
Huh.
Oh.
Aren't you that lady from before at the auction?
Hello. I didn't expect to see you again, young lady.
Vivian, are you alright? You look depressed.
What's wrong, Vivian? Are you feeling all right?
It's nothing. I just drifted off for a moment there. So then, what are you doing here?
Don't worry. I'm not here to scam you. I'm waiting to meet someone.
Don't tell me. You're my contact for intel?
That's me. Anby from Silver Squad, I presume? Pleasure to meet you. All right. I'm going to exchange some information with Miss Anby here. So if you'll excuse me.
Iena steps to the side with Anby as they discuss something. Meanwhile, you look at Vivian with some concern.
You aren't looking so good. What's the matter?
I can tell you later, but not right now.
Okay, that's all the information I got for you. In return, I want you to do something for me. Take me into the Hollow.
What?
I left something very valuable inside. I have to find it.
Seeing as we were just about to go in ourselves, why not join us?
It's fine by me. But didn't you say you were investigating something?
It's fine. There's no rush. Right, Master Proxy.
Okay. This should be very interesting.
Yeah, there really is no rush. Sure, let's all go together.
It'll be safer with more people and we'll find your missing item more quickly.
Thank you.
Okay. With that being said, let's enter the Hollow with the others. Well, it's already 2 hours in, so... Oh! There's Vivian. He's wielding a spear-like umbrella. Right now I'm controlling Soldier Zero Envy. Damn, she's fast. But unfortunately, my frame rate's dropping on my other end.
Right up here.
Keep up the...
Look at you.
Now it's my turn to ask questions. What exactly is it that you're investigating?
Since you're familiar with the name Silver, then you should know that it shouldn't exist anymore.
Time to focus.
What I'm investigating has something to do with it.
Silver?
Quick shot.
Light him off.
Yikes.
Now you pay. The target's weary. Adjusting for wind.
Proxy, let's use that fissure to head to the next location.
Right. Yeah, frames are dropping or...
This is the place.
My end.
So, what is it that you're looking for?
A ring. I was excavating ether here before and accidentally lost it somewhere. Please, could you all help me find it? It has to be somewhere among all this stuff here.
Sure, I'll start looking.
I'll go with you.
I'll stay here with her then.
Thanks, but you don't have to worry about me. Go ahead and accompany the others. I'm sure it'll be faster that way. And sorry for wasting your time like this. I know it might sound strange, but I'll be so happy if my daughter grows up to be capable like you.
Do you remember the legendary artist mentioned by the host during the previous auction? Unrecognized during his lifetime, his works were discovered by art collectors after his death and became hugely popular. Sounds like quite a nice story, right? In reality, these art collectors are to blame for his death. Those pompous big shots discovered his talent and even wanted him to craft forgeries of famous works. Someone as proud as him would never agree to such a thing. Not only did he refuse, he also wanted to expose their scheme. And some days later, he suddenly took his own life. I knew him. He would never do something like that. Those big shots silenced him. How do you know all of this? Because that legendary artist was my husband, Mira's father. Thank you, but I might not need it anymore. So who exactly are those big shots you're talking about? Given the circumstances, it's fine to tell you. It's the Ravenlock family. The matter I just discussed with Miss Amby is also related to them. The collectible you asked me to bid on earlier, I should probably return it to you. Don't worry about it. But isn't it your husband's final work? It's fine. Our bond doesn't need to be anchored to any object, and I don't need these works to remember him. It's much better off in your hands than someone like Hartman's. Roxy, may I speak with Miss Sienna alone for a moment? Yeah, fine. Have your own privacy. Alright, regarding the matter of finding the ring, I'm entrusting it to you. It's my wedding ring. I would be extremely grateful to you. Okay. You find some food left in the hollow for unknown reason. Clearly, there's no sign of the ring Sienna is looking for among these items. Proxy, if you're hungry, I brought some food with... thanks, but I'm not hungry.
There's leftover food here. I don't want to imagine what's inside the bag.
Neither do I.
You find a plush toy. After squeezing and kneading it thoroughly, you realize it doesn't have what you're looking for. No one would hide a ring inside the stuffing of a plush toy, right?
A toy that seems emotionally stable. There shouldn't be a ring hidden in it.
It's pretty cute.
You find a lunchbox. After bracing yourself, you crack it open and peek inside. Whether lucky or unlucky, the box is empty. No one would put a ring in a lunchbox. It would spoil the taste. Is that the main concern?
It's a fancy lunchbox?
I wonder if its owner is safe and sound.
You find some scattered oil barrels. After careful searching, you find nothing resembling the ring inside them. Does Sienna actually want to find this so-called ring? What do you mean? She says she's looking for the wedding ring, but she also said she doesn't need any object to remember her husband. We've been searching here for so long and found nothing at all. Maybe the ring never existed in the first place. It was just an excuse. Let's go back.
What's wrong, Vivian? You seemed worried for a while now.
Time to focus.
I'm worried about Sienna.
Her location should still be safe.
Keep up the...
Oh, what the hell? By the time you return, you discover Sienna with her eyes closed peacefully.
Her vital signs are gone.
What happened?
I guess this was her final scam.
Shortly before,
There's one thing I must remind you. Your time is running out.
I'm not sure how you can tell, but you're right. I'm going to die in here. That's my plan.
What?
I'm very sick and don't have much longer. If I try to get treatment, it'll just be a burden on my daughter. So I scam my way through a bunch of physical exams and managed to take out a hollow corruption policy through Ravenlock Insurance. Once some time has passed, could you please take my corrupted body out of the hollow? That will secure a generous compensation package for my daughter.
Damn.
It's only what the Ravenlocks owe me. A pity, yes. But it's the only way I can squeeze it out of them.
What makes you think that will help you?
I just trust you will.
This lady
I'm just
willing to sacrifice
awfully
herself in order
sorry you had to
to
get involved in this.
squeeze money out of the
It's something I
Ravenlock
must
family
do.
for her daughter.
I have to leave something behind for my girl. I have to give her a chance at life. If it's okay, could you also please pass a message to Mira for me? Tell her, don't worry. Even if Mommy's body is corrupted, withers away, and turns to dust, my love for you will always be there. Thank you. You're a good kid.
After saying this,
She was betting that we'd help her.
So, you were aware of this the whole time?
Yes. Because I saw it.
or what? Vivian falls silent for a moment as if recalling the memory of back when she shed tears in front of Sienna.
You might not believe me, but I've had this ability to see the future since I was a little girl. But the things I see are always something bad. Plagues, deaths, disasters. That's all I've ever been able to see.
Damn.
It's all that kid's fault!
She's seriously jinxed.
Screenshot for my thumbnail.
I always try to avoid her. Otherwise, she'll say something rotten that ends up coming true again.
Prophecies, she says. Like she's not the one bringing the bad luck upon us.
It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. Sorry. I'm sorry.
What good is saying you're sorry? Things like this keep happening every time you open your mouth.
Damn.
How unlucky.
It's not that she asked for this kind of a power.
Nobody wants her around.
If only she would just disappear.
I just wanted to warn you all. I'm sorry.
After recounting the stories of her past, Vivian stays silent for a long time as she's struggling to break free from the shackles of those dark memories. It's not like she asked for this to happen.
Every time it's the
Heck.
same. In the end, there's nothing I can change. Sometimes I even wonder whether it's me predicting these things, or if my very existence is manifesting these calamities.
Vivian, it's not your fault.
You were just trying to be kind and warn them about impending disasters.
I can tell it's never been easy for you.
Thank you. No matter what. I just hope she finally gets to rest in peace. I hope no misfortune, whether I foresee it or not, ever happens to anyone.
So, is Vivian, do you always cry when you have a prophecy? Every time a prophecy appears, I can't help but shed tears. Yeah, I used to wonder if I could just hold back my tears, then maybe these bad things wouldn't happen. But I just can't do it. No matter how hard I try, I just can't. You're being too hard on yourself. Vivian falls silent for a moment, seemingly unwilling to continue the topic. Diana said that the compensation from the Ravenlock's family hollow production insurance is enough to settle her daughter Mira for life. Though it's hard to imagine the notoriously stingy Hartman engaging in such a money-losing business. Actually, there have been rumors that the Ravenlock family had fallen out of favor with Tops for a while now. That's why they are becoming so desperate, afraid of being abandoned by the mighty Tops. Sienna is actually a skilled intelligence broker. She retired from the business a while ago. No wonder she was able to gather classified information. She said she tried many ways, but everything was useless against the untouchable Ravenlock family. She still couldn't avenge her lover. But I believe everything she did was meaningful. The same goes for you, Miss Vivian. Everyone, it seems there are ATVs nearby. It's not safe to linger. Let's keep moving forward. So,
Proxy, do you believe that the future can be changed? In my memories, this has happened countless times already. Why can I only see these misfortunes? Wait a minute! Why can't I even have a sliver of happiness? Focus! Focus again! Keep up the... Wait a minute! Proxy, the fissure that we're looking for is up ahead.
right. Let's see how much longer.
Quick shot. Recalibrating. Right on cue.
Things are dropping again.
The target's weary. My bullets are one with the wind. I won't back down.
Yep, frames are
I think
dropping.
it's about time. We should take that lady out of the hollow. You guys go on.
Thank you. She gave us the intel we needed, so this is the least we could do. I hope everything else goes well for you.
Trigger and NB leave.
Master Proxy, is there anything you'd like to know? You can just ask.
I'm curious about your story, Vivian, but we can talk more once you feel ready. Don't worry, I'm very patient.
You're the first person to ever say that to me. I'd be happy to share my story with you. These premonitions I see are not within my control, and they always come to me in a flash, like a flood of images in my mind. Most of the time, I see death, disease, accidents, and disasters. Of course, there are also some non-fatal mutilations. But every time, without exception, they end up happening. And I can never prevent or change them. That's all I have to say about it. If that offends Master Proxy and you don't want to hang out with me anymore, then I can understand.
Why would I be offended? That's just who you are, Vivian. Besides, we're friends.
I've always considered this ability as a curse.
It's not a curse. Actually, I think you've been given a gift.
Thank you. Really? Well, it's getting late. Bringer's belongings ought to be around here somewhere. Let's take a closer look.
Wait. Oh, right, yeah, that's the main objective. We're supposed to look for Bringers. Why the vending machine though? You search the vending machine up and down, but you find nothing.
Looks like it isn't in here.
Okay, another vending machine. You search the vending machine in front of you thoroughly, still nothing.
Strange, there's nothing in here.
Okay, let's go up over here. Okay, this looks a little bit special. This is your prophecy. Check the vending machine by accident, where a drink you would normally roll out or worn out notebook appears instead. Okay, Hugo spotted.
This is it. This notebook is what Bringer left behind. But I don't know what these markings on it mean.
You and Vivian flip through Bringer's notebook together, ignoring the surrounding danger for some time, until the shriek of an interior suddenly rings out nearby. However, a moment later, a strange yet familiar figure materializes to block the interior, disposing of it with ease.
Well, hello, Master Proxy. It's been a while. Oh, don't give me that scandalized look. I did just save your lives.
I would have protected the proxy even if you hadn't appeared.
I'm sure of it, but I happen to be in the area. Worry not, dear companion. I have complete confidence in your strength.
Wait a minute. Companion?
Hang on. Did you say companion? So you two know each other?
Apologies. I didn't have a chance to mention it before. I'm actually part of the Phantom Thief Syndicate, Mockingbird.
That's right. I was only able to slip in during the auction thanks to some help from Vivian backstage.
So you were only bidding on the collection so you could get backstage.
So the whole time you were only bidding on the collections so you could get backstage and tamper with things?
I warned you before. You can't rely on appearances.
Don't worry, Master Proxy. We don't have any ulterior motives here. As you've probably heard, Mockingbird is a renowned Phantom Thieves syndicate in New Eridu that, despite its longevity, has managed to maintain the secrecy of its members' identities to this day. So, disclosing our identities to you is essentially the highest sign of good faith that a Mockingbird Phantom Thief can show.
I guess that makes sense.
Your trust is most appreciated. Mockingbird's purpose is very simple, really. To form long-standing and cooperative relationships with outstanding proxies like yourself.
We need your abilities.
Why?
Before you make any decisions, please allow me to briefly explain the concept behind the Mockingbird Syndicate. We all know there isn't anything in this world that's fair. A prime example being the uneven distribution of wealth. People from tops splurge on luxurious collectibles, while the poor have to gamble with their own lives just to get by. Of course, besides wealth, there's also an unequal distribution in this world of happiness and suffering, hope and despair, love and hate. It's all just so unfair. Somebody has to do something to tilt the balance of the scales. And thus Mockingbird was born. We take from those who have far more than they deserve and give it to those who deserve to have more. If you ask me, that's enough to be considered a form of justice.
Okay.
All right, that makes sense. I can agree with that.
Thank you. I knew if anyone, you'd understand. However, aside from these philosophical considerations, we also have a crisis on our hands to deal with. As you know, the Exaltists are plotting to use the power of sacrifice to launch an attack on all of New Eridu. We can provide you with all the latest intel, just like that notebook you found. Something those pompous housekeepers would never be willing to do. And the most crucial part of this whole game, the sacrifice core, is currently in my possession. I think that makes this a highly competitive deal. We share the same goal for the moment, stopping the impending disaster from playing out.
I need some time to think about it.
How about this? If you still have misgivings about our upcoming cooperation, then why don't you bring Lycon along with you? He's got the support of the mayor's office behind him, and his presence alone is enough to keep me in check. That would put you more at ease, right? Of course, you're welcome to bring some other friends along, provided they aren't from public security or HSO.
Well, if those are the terms.
Well, if you're willing to let my friends come along, then you've got a deal.
Great. It's a deal. By the way, Proxy, this is for you.
Fancy collectible.
Consider it a souvenir commemorating our first time working together.
For now, we'll carefully look through the contents of that notebook. I'll contact you if anything comes up.
Okay. After leaving the hollow, Hugo and the others return to the video store. Whoa, why am I controlling Hugo all of a sudden? Shortly before, find the intermediary KC. Now, time to find that guy. I remember him mentioning that he would dress up in something more presentable this time. Find the well-dressed informant. This is longer than I thought it would be. But then again, to be fair, 1.4 took 2 hours and 40 minutes to get it done. The students nearby seems to be having an intense discussion, and you hear a familiar name. It's almost time for the meeting with Hartman. Time to go. Okay. Enter the suite.
How about it? Will you work with me?
Not bad. Let me be honest with you. I have the sacrifice core that you're after.
Hey, yo, what?
I am Mockingbird.
So it's you. I never thought you'd be so bold as to come see me alone.
Relax, my friend. As you know, if I can sneak into such a heavily guarded auction, then naturally, I can just as easily slip away right now. I'm here with the sincere intention to seek cooperation. I can give you that sacrifice core.
And what do you want in return?
Wealth, glory, power. The things everyone else in the world wants, I want them too. And I'm confident that as the current heir to the Ravenlock family, those are all things you can give me.
Then you've certainly come to the right place. My family is working on a big project. If things come to fruition, Ravenlock's status in Tops will significantly improve. At which point, I'll be sure to leave a spot for you. Naturally, as an outsider, you're precluded from handling any of our core business. But profits from the scraps alone will be enough to set you up for life.
Mr. Hartman, I think you've misunderstood me. I have no intention of joining the Ravenlock family. In fact, I have an art gallery under my name that does pretty well for itself. I was hoping you could recommend me for Tops.
You want to join Tops? That's easier said than done. Even for a family like ours, it would still require significant effort and...
Just answer me yes or no. I don't think either of us can afford to waste time.
Wonder why though?
I understand. Yes, you have my word. But in exchange, you'll have to give me the sacrifice core first.
Oof.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't. I've already hidden it somewhere safe, a place nobody else but me knows. You don't want to put all your chips on the table when dealing with Tops. I know that far too well.
Then that means I also need to keep an eye out when working with the infamous Mockingbird, right?
Mr. Hartman, I should remind you that I stand before you undisguised. Coming from a phantom thief who's never publicly revealed his identity, shouldn't that be sufficient assurance? If I betray you, then you merely need to lift a finger to wipe me from the face of this world.
He's got a point.
You do make a valid point there. In that case, you have a deal.
I appreciate your trust.
Why don't we celebrate our new partnership with a toast?
Hartman calls over the waiter and pours out 2 glasses of some expensive-looking deep crimson liquid. He leaves his glass and nods to Hugo before drinking it in one gulp. Hugo flashes a smug grin as he follows suit and takes a gulp.
Having a drink before undertaking anything important is a family tradition. it's good luck.
As an outsider, it's a real honor.
By the way, you aren't the only member of your organization, are you? Shouldn't all your companions agree to this deal first?
You don't have to worry about that. I'll make sure she agrees. Otherwise, I'll get rid of her too.
Seems you'll do whatever it takes to get things done. Great things lie ahead for someone like you. All right, let's leave it at that for today. I'll contact you about what to do next.
That's him! He's the one who killed Serena! She was the only one who was ever any good to him, right? That's how he repays her?
That's why they say once a mongrel, always a mongrel. Just look into his eyes.
Father! We have to punish him! Serena had been ranking ahead of him. Hugo must have poisoned her water so he could pass her.
Pure evil. Typical for an impure bloodline. He should have been kicked out ages ago.
Damn. This dude, not gonna lie, has a rough childhood.
Hugo, did you do all
But then
this?
again, to be fair, even like Lycan
me.
already said here.
I killed her.
He admitted it! Father, he must be expelled. He has no right to live under the same roof as us.
Why don't we reunite him with Serena then? Nobody would ever know.
Hugo, well done. My children, how many times have I told you before? In this world, only the most ruthless, cruel, and unscrupulous of people ever make it to the top. Like Hugo here, who is willing to murder his only true loved one without a second thought.
Damn.
Only someone with the means and the gumption to do that is qualified to be my heir.
But I...
It's all over now, and the results are obvious. The winner of this month's assessment is Hugo. As for the rest of you, go to the usual place for the punishment you deserve.
But Father, before this, I was number 1.
As I've told you before, there's only room for one winner in this family. You're still a loser, even if it's by the smallest margin. And there's no reason for a loser to exist.
Damn, Daddy
This is
over
all
here
for
is a
your own
freaking
good.
perfectionist.
You understand? Go on now. Receive your punishment for the sake of the family.
This family is messed up.
I'm sorry.
That really brought up some unpleasant memories. It won't be long. Soon, it'll all be over.
Okay. On the other side, after Hugo leaves, what's next? Oh, back to reality. Fine, I believe you. You arrive at Lumina Square with Vivian. Huh. We're taking a walk with Vivian.
Thank you for escorting me here, Proxy. Today was quite eventful. If I were to head back now, I probably wouldn't be able to fall asleep.
Okay. I wonder why though. It's as though...
You're a child that only brings misfortune.
Oh, shut up now.
People have been saying that about me for a long time. I used to feel hurt and resentful. But now that I think about it, it's perfectly normal for people to react that way.
On a side note, oh boy, frames are dropping to 52, 55. Now it's back to 60 and now it dropped back to 59. Well, it's painfully clear that until I get a new, I'll shut up
Why
now.
do I only predict suffering? If I could predict happy things, joyful things.
I wish I could zoom, but I can't!
A little more. Maybe fate truly is set in stone. Often, I want to help these people avoid their miserable fates. For a time, I even thought that I was successful, that I could change people's destiny.
Find this angle then.
But it was all an illusion. In the end, I couldn't do anything at all. So, I was really happy when you said that my abilities weren't a curse, but a gift.
Okay, there.
Thank you, Proxy. I'm so glad to have met you.
You're welcome, I guess.
And you're also a fan of Lord Phaethon. It's like we were fated to meet.
Right. The
don't
Lord
know why,
Phaethon thing.
But I feel completely at ease when I'm by your side. I feel like I'm free from judgment, from blame.
I totally forgot about the Lord Phaethon thingy, god damn it.
Like, I don't need to worry about anything, and can just be my own true self. Perhaps people really do possess an aura, and ours just so happen to be extremely compatible. By the way, you asked me before about Hugo. I don't really know much about him. He rarely ever talks about his past. But judging from his eye colors, you can guess he's probably the bastard son of a renowned family. I think his mother was very worried about his different colored eyes, and even wanted to get rid of him at one point. But then his family offered a huge price and bought him off his mother for some reason. And just like that, he moved from a leaky and drafty boarding room to a luxurious mansion. But he's also mentioned that the extravagant home is actually like hell for him. I think it's probably because the family treats him terribly. I digress. He ran away and ended up meeting Lycon and his master. After that, they formed Mockingbird together and experienced a rare period of happiness. Until Lycon's betrayal.
So what's your take on Hugo?
So, what's your take on Hugo?
I imagine I would still be wandering around now if I had never met him. To me, Hugo is just like an older brother. I've always felt as though he's carrying some heavy burden with him. But that's a secret he's kept to himself. Something he'll never tell me. Sometimes when I look into his eyes, I can feel that he's really struggling with something. Even though he may say some extreme things, Hugo really isn't a bad person. I think One day he'll tell me his secret. Until then, I just have to wait. Wait and trust him.
After chatting for a while, you say goodnight to Vivian. It's getting late. Time to head back to the video store and get some proper rest. Whoa, we're not done yet? Holy moly, it's almost hitting the 3-hour mark. This is probably by far the longest story quest, as a matter of fact. Vivian contacted us. She said you'll be investigating the Hollow tomorrow. Besides her, Hugo and Lacon, Ambi, whom we recommended before, will also be joining this operation. She'll explain the details when she comes to pick you up at the video store tomorrow. But are you still planning on heading straight into the Hollow like you did the last few times? I'm used to it. Alright, with so many friends around this time, you should be in good hands. I'll wait for you at home, then. No matter what happens, remember, safety first. Now let's get some rest. Okay. Based on my recording time, it's already 2 hours and 48 minutes in. I'm not gonna follow the time stream that I already streamed, which is exactly at the 3-hour mark. So it's 2 hours and 48 minutes in, and I have no idea how long this story quest is going to take. But let's just go through it to the very end, because at the very least, right, Zenless Zone Zero's story quest is very interesting at the very least. And I know I'm gonna get hated for saying this, but compared to Honkai Star Rail 3.1 story quest, which I'll be very frank with you, and I know I'm gonna get hated for saying this, it's boring as hell. It's literally like I'm going through a boring ass visual novel. And then when I saw some of the thumbnails of other reactions to 3.1, I was like, really? Y'all legit cried in 3.1? Really? I mean, I get it. One of the triplets is gone, stuff, but still. The problem, once again, the problem with Honkai Star Rail's story quest is the way they freaking present it. It's like I'm going through an 8-hour of boring ass visual novel. I'll be completely honest. And I did went through some visual novels, as a matter of fact, and I was like, this ain't for me, buddy. It ain't for me.
It appears we're the first to arrive. I thought we were running late. This might sound weird, but it's nice to think about getting to work with you from now on. I don't really know why that makes me feel so happy. Oh, it's because we're fellow fans! Anyone who likes Lord Phaethon can't be a bad guy.
God almighty. Oh my gosh.
You're right.
Of course, Lord Phaethon is the greatest there will ever be, but you're definitely the best proxy I've ever met in person. Hugo told me before that you're really skilled, and he said we'd get along great. I never expected he'd be so right. Oh, by the way, would you like to come by my place if you have time later? I have a huge collection of Lord Phaethon merch.
Phaethon, Lord Phaethon doesn't have any merch out there, right? I mean, we don't even know what he looks like, for starters.
It's all my own
Yes,
original
a point.
merch. Like screenshots of old internet comments. I print them out and turn them into postcards. Plus the avatars Lord Phaethon's used, the music playlists they recommend. I've organized it all.
My
I'd love to
gosh.
show it all to you if we get the chance.
This lady, I swear. Oh my gosh.
Well, I appreciate the thought.
Speaking of which, what's taking those two so long? Hugo said he had some preparations to do before entering the Hollow. I wonder how that's coming along.
Hugo, Lycan, and NB, right? Meanwhile, Hugo is preparing for the upcoming operation in another part of Lumina. Okay. Temu routine, shopping first. About time to stock up on chocolate anyway. So okay, let's oh dear. Oh boy, this might end up into a fight or a brawl. Let me show the time. Blah 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 blah. Get some emergency meds from the pharmacy. At this moment, a familiar figure appears once again. Envy? Or is it Lycan? You know what, Lycan? If I were in his shoes and foresaw an awkward encounter with a former partner, I'd choose to go away. That was so awkward. Like, sheesh. Bro, what the hell? What is this? Third time's the charm BS over here.
This is getting to be more than just a coincidence, don't you think? Or perhaps you are actually stalking me.
If I was stalking you, you wouldn't ever know.
Overconfident as always. You haven't changed at all.
We just make it a habit to check the state of our weapons prior to combat.
Thanks for that little reminder. I almost forgot.
I didn't expect you to let me join.
What else could I do? Master Proxy would have insisted on having you join us. I never expected for us to have a chance to enjoy some pleasant conversation like this, without our weapons drawn, that is. It really has been too long. I still remember when we first established Mockingbird.
Indeed. That was a long time ago.
Thankfully, Jack went in peace.
He must have known about his condition for some time. He even left us with instructions.
Yeah, not gonna lie, this is longer than 1.4 and 1.5.
Passing peacefully in your sleep is the most natural way to go. I'm happy for him. By the way, Lycan, have you given it any thought yet?
You mean about our guild for Phantom Thieves?
Yeah. It's time for us to build an organization of our own. Jack always supported the idea, didn't he?
I don't have any objections. But what should we call it then?
How about Mockingbird?
So this was how
It's a bird known
Mockingbird
for mimicking
was
the
formed.
calls of others to blend in. The same way we don high society roles for ourselves when we're out on a mission. Oh, oops. I nearly forgot. You're a terrible actor, and you're always flubbing your lines. I guess we can rule out that name then.
Phone.
No, call it Mockingbird. We're always just putting on an act, aren't we? I won't slip up on our next mission. Besides, we still ran missions together even when we didn't have a name. Having one now won't really make a difference.
No. It does make a difference, Lycon. And I don't just want a name. I want Mockingbird to become a symbol, like the sword of Damocles hanging over everyone's heads, striking fear into the hearts of the rich and cruel whenever they hear the name. Just like Jack used to say.
What?
This world isn't fair.
What is this? A Batman reference?
So that's why we have to influence it however
where they see the symbol of the bat,
and change things in our own way.
The criminals will go ape shit.
But on the basis of not causing harm to other people's lives. That's also what Jack used to say. You remember, don't you?
Of course I remember. All right. I promise.
That sounded pretty forced. Don't forget, things don't end well for people who break their oaths.
I'm good for my word. You must trust your fellow companions. That's also something Jack would say. Well then, today's the day that Mockingbird will officially start flying. Our first order of business, deciding on our symbol.
And then back to present time. Yep.
Looks like we're all here. Hugo, you're late again.
It's at 60 FPS for now. Right, activating combat mode.
I didn't expect the coordinates in Bringer's notes to lead here.
Oh, are you familiar with this place?
More familiar than you, it seems.
Proxy, if they're being too noisy, can I take action?
Now what?
I don't enjoy obstacles in my path. Can we not bust the door open?
The generator room should be nearby. Over here.
As I keep listening to Hugo's voices, it
really
keep constantly
like
reminds me of Dr. Rachel's voice actor. I'll be very frank.
Master Proxy, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there's something wrong with the circuit. It seems to be blocked.
Don't tell me. Victoria Housekeeping's high and mighty attendants can't even fix a simple circuit.
I can fix it, but I'll need a circuit diagram before I can do anything. I've seen diagrams for this type of circuit before. It's a pity that we're unable to connect to the outside world from inside the hollow.
Just leave the problem to me.
Just leave that problem to me.
Wise, I just sent an image of a circuit diagram to you. Have a look.
Thank you very much, Master Proxy. Now then, let's start repairing this circuit.
Okay. Just need to connect them the same way as you've done before. Okay, this is like this. Bingo! That was easy.
The circuit is fixed. We should now be able to open that door.
Wait up. Wait a second. Something just doesn't add up.
What?
It's all coming together now. Communicating with the outside world from within a hollow. And getting that circuit diagram. In theory, there's only one person who could ever do that. Could it be your Lord Phaethon? Impossible. There's no way. But then again, only Phaethon could have done that. I mean, you're an incredible proxy, sure. And you're a good person. But could you really be Lord Phaethon?
I or shouldn't I? You know what? Screw it. I'll just reveal.
That's me. I'm Phaethon. Sorry, I just never had the opportunity to tell you.
Unbelievable. Lord Phaethon, I've been your biggest fan for years now. Goodness me, Lord Phaethon was right in front of me all along, and I had no idea. This is like a dream. Could you, I mean, if you're willing, could you please give me an autograph?
Vivian going fangirl mode.
Anything you want, but let's get out of the hollow first, alright?
Oh, okay. Sorry, guess I got a little too excited.
Anyone would be enraptured meeting someone they admire that much.
Yeah, if I ever met my favorite movie director, I'd be the same.
We should keep moving. This isn't the best place for idle chit-chat.
Right.
The door's finally
back to the main
open.
objective.
The proxy is Phaethon. Phaethon is the proxy. This is a dream. We never went through it.
I am really...
The fissure over there should lead to our destination.
I'm still keeping a check. Oh, it just dropped to 56, 58. Still at 58, and now it's back to 60.
Lycon, your fighting style wasn't so reserved in the past.
I've matured.
You call this mature? You're just being pretentious.
Thank you for...
Any more? No more. So let's keep going.
A difficult foe, that one. Let us leave this place at once. Ensuring Master Proxy's safety is our highest priority. An opportunity.
I won't let anything happen to you, Lord Phaethon.
Thank you for...
Mind the blind spot. I won't back down.
Right, last one, last one.
Lord Phaethon, how are you feeling? Are you tired? Do you need a break? Some food? Water?
Okay. Let's just focus on the main objective for now.
Thank you for your concern.
Blocked off by a complicated mechanism.
Master, a complex mechanism has been detected ahead. To pass through, you need to activate all 3 smaller mechanisms. Suggestion: split up and handle them simultaneously to save time.
So we gotta cover 3 different places. Right?
So, we have to head to 3 different places to crack this thing.
Huh? We're splitting into 3 groups? In that case, I'll protect you, Master Proxy!
I can take care of one myself.
That leaves the last one to me, then.
You should go with Hugo.
Oh dear.
What's that supposed to mean? We get along just fine, don't we, Miss Cunninghair?
I don't know what's going on with you two, but you've been bickering the whole time. It's annoying. This is a good chance for you guys to build some rapport.
Anby's got a point. Hugo, just go with Lycon.
Oh dear.
You just want to be alone with your Lord Phaethon, don't you, Vivian?
Huh? That's not it!
Okay, it's all decided then.
Alright, sounds like a plan. It's all decided then.
If Master Proxy says so, then... sure. But... Lycon, you better not slow me down.
I really want to recommend you two some movies for a crash course on teamwork.
So if there are no objections, let's proceed with the assigned squads. You really enjoy posing as the leader, don't you? I believe everyone is well aware that within the Hollow, Master Proxy is the only leader. Do you enjoy arguing like this? Does it make you happy? Clearly it doesn't, Miss Amby. Let's keep moving. Ooh.
Lord Phaethon, there are too many ethereals here.
Okay. You need to light up all the data points. Another part. This is something new. Yeah, that's kind of new, but it's doable. So the next area will be right over here.
Lord Phaethon, seems like we both need to press down on these mechanisms at the same time.
Okay.
Sure enough, Lord Phaethon and I share a deeper connection. Sorry, I hope I'm not being too forward. Goodness me, somehow I'm fighting alongside Lord Phaethon. It's like all my dreams are coming true. I'm going to wake up any second now, aren't I?
I'm real, by the way.
No, this isn't a dream. I'm real. See? You can even hold my hand.
Not only is Lord Phaethon incredible, but super kind. That's it. I pledge to be a die-hard Lord Phaethon fan until my very last breath.
Happy to hear.
I'm happy to hear that. Don't get me wrong, but why do you like Phaethon so much, Vivian?
Lord Phaethon is my light. The one who saved me in my darkest and most desperate times. Like a deity who rescued me. You
It's already
probably
past midnight
don't
over here, by
remember.
the way.
You really did save me that day.
Huh?
Wow, it's so embarrassing to say all this in front of you. Sorry, I hope I'm not bothering you too much.
Nope.
No, you're not a bother at all. Thank you for your loyal support.
I should be the one thanking you. Just being able to see Lord Phaethon makes me the luckiest person in the whole world. Sorry to keep babbling like this. I wonder how the others are doing. I'm sure Anby will be able to manage. She's great at this kind of stuff. But as for Hugo and Lycon, let's just hope they don't get into a fight with each other.
There are too many ethereals here. So, not a huge problem.
I'm pretty sure Amy can handle all of them all by herself. If only she was built up. But here's my curiosity. I wonder if she can pull off deal a significant amount of damage if you have a lousy ass build, just like how what happened with Miyabi, where even if we have the most lousiest ass build, you can do a significant amount of damage to the enemies. That's how powerful Miyabi is when she was first released. Therefore, I'm wondering if it's the same case for Soldier Zero MB.
So, we have to cooperate to solve this problem.
That's a real shame.
I have no intention of arguing with you right now. Master Proxy and Miss Vivian are elsewhere, and we must rendezvous with them post-haste.
What a coincidence. That's exactly what I was thinking. Just this once, we should trust each other. For the proxy.
I have no objections.
Very well. Then you'd better keep your word. I know you've never fully trusted me, Lycon. Even before it all fell apart.
Lycon is silent for quite a while, seeming to be caught in some memories from long ago.
You wanted to speak to me alone?
I know you and Hugo are as thick as thieves and don't hide anything from one another. But you can't tell him what I'm about to tell you.
Did something happen with him?
Hugo is an intelligent and gifted child. He learns everything I teach with ease. In time, he'll grow beyond me. Reach a place where people will marvel and look up to him as a beacon.
Yeah. As much as I hate to admit it, he always picks things up just a teeny bit quicker than me. But none of that matters, because I can overpower him easy.
I don't think being gifted is a good thing for him.
What do you mean?
He bears a dark and painful past. What he was taught, the hatred he was faced with, everything he picked up. It's all become an integral, inseparable part of him. I believe that beautiful flowers can blossom even in the darkest abyss. But the roots of that flower would draw from evil instead of good. Hatred instead of love. It's a curse that flows through his lineage. A curse that fate branded him with. I've seen far too many people like that throughout this long life of mine. They struggle with this curse their whole lives, but they all end up failing in the end. The path of light is narrow and fleeting, and the darkness is filled with such temptation that dropping your guard for even just a moment can send you spiraling straight into the abyss.
Do you mean Hugo's going to be a bad guy?
I don't know. I hope he'll always stay true to his heart. That he won't give in to hatred and ambition. That he won't become the dragon that must be slain. But he has inherited the seed of evil. You cannot let it take root. I'm afraid I won't be there to help you. There's not much life left in this old body of mine. So then, Lycon, promise me now. You must hold his chain tight. To restrain him. To stop him. And when necessary, to choke him.
Whoa. Back to the present, after a bout of not-so-happy cooperation, Lycan and Hugo finally managed to deal with the mechanism.
You've become slow. Or maybe you've been on guard against me this whole time, and that's what's slowing you down. Looks like I was right. Lycan. I hope you're aware that the one who betrayed Mockingbird and went to work for the Mayflowers was you. Not me. I would never betray my companion.
I don't wish to repeat myself, but you should not break our oath.
That's the path I've chosen, and I'm going to stick to it.
But you know that path will lead you the wrong way.
Who are you to lecture me about right and wrong?
Oh boy, here we go
I believe
again.
any path that makes you feel pain must be the wrong one.
Your disgusting sympathies make me sick, Lycan. There's only ever been one person who can kill me or save me, and that is me.
Great, it worked.
Okay. After a while, the teams have completed their respective tasks. Everyone gathers again. You hear strange noises coming from ahead.
That was loud. What's happening up ahead?
Hold on, everyone. I'll go check it out.
It's probably multiple ethereals attacking. Just in case, I'll go with you.
Vivian, you should go with them too. Keep an eye on Lycan, will you? I'm worried he might sell us out to the mayor when he gets the chance.
I'd never do that. But if Miss Vivian wishes to join us, she's more than welcome.
Okay, then I'll go with you.
Why do you look so nervous?
I've spent so much time by your side already. I need to get away from Lord Phaethon for a little bit, or I might die from this overwhelming happiness.
If that's the case, Miss Vivian, feel free to come along with me.
Okay. Alright.
Vivian stumbles off with Lycan as he...
So, how does it feel to be worshipped, Lord Phaethon?
You had that figured out a while ago, didn't you?
Sharp as always. But of course, I couldn't spoil it for her. She has to figure it out on her own. That's what makes it special.
So Hugo knew that Wise is Phaethon.
Not only that, you asked Lycan and Vivian to leave for some reason. Is there something you'd like to say to me?
I can't keep anything from you, can I? I've always treated Vivian like my own little sister. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but she looks a lot like Serena. I think I mentioned it before. Serena was my half-sister. She passed away a long time ago. Vivian really likes you, whether you're faith-in or just wise. Of course, I also have a lot of respect for someone like you. Strong, fair, and genuinely kind. So I hope... I beg you, please keep her safe.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Hang on. What's that supposed to mean?
Think of it as the last bit of conscience I have left. A kid as pure as her. She should stay alongside someone who walks in the light. Like you. Not even Vivian can agree with all my beliefs. One day we'll go our separate ways.
Your beliefs? What do you mean exactly?
Your beliefs? What do you mean exactly?
You probably heard from Lycon. We swore an oath when we started Mockingbird. We swore to use our own hands to right the wrongs in this world. But never, under any circumstances, would we take another human life.
And that was
I
what, like
stayed true to my words. Until my father, the man I hated, stood right before me. I could have ended his life easily, but I hesitated. I remembered that damned oath and their repeated attempts to convince me. I didn't do it. Because of that, innocent people died. All because of him. If I'd killed him first, then none of those tragedies would have happened. People like him don't deserve to live. After that, I realized sometimes taking one life really can save countless others.
I understand where you're coming from.
I knew you'd understand. Vivian has a good heart. I don't want her to get her hands dirty. But you know how it is. In this world, someone has to be the bad guy. So, I want to apologize to you.
What?
Why apologize all of a sudden?
You're incredibly strong, kind, capable, and really, really lucky. The world needs more people like you. Remember that revenge movie I told you about, Children of Devils? I still haven't found it, but I came across another videotape with the same name. Turns out, in that story, the Children of Devils are actually the children of gods. Sorry for rambling. Hope you don't mind. They should be back soon. Please, look after Vivian for me.
Dude, that's a red flag right over there. But the thing is, I believe Hugo is going to be a playable character in 1.7, if I'm not mistaken. Whoa. What the hell is this?
What is this? It looks like a cocoon.
Careful, everyone. If I'm not mistaken, that's a sacrifice in there.
Oh dear.
It appears to be in hibernation. We don't know when it'll wake up.
If it does wake up, we'll be in serious trouble.
Wait, those spots Bringer marked in his notebook. Are you saying each one might have a sacrifice like this? That means there must be at least a dozen of them. And that's only counting the ones we know so far. These sacrifices may still be hibernating, but the fact that there are so many of them out there is terrifying. The Exaltists must have a way to revive them. And that's not all. These sacrifices can exist outside the Hollows. If they make their way into populated areas...
I'm afraid it will lead to a catastrophic disaster likened to the fall of the old capital. That's almost certainly what they meant by vengeance against all New Eridu.
Let's find a way to get rid of these sacrifices. We can't let the Exaltists have them.
Exactly.
Thank you for helping me find this sacrifice. But sorry, kids. You won't be the ones to keep it.
It's that
What
annoying old man. Why is he here?
How did he end up in here?
I'd advise you to choose your words wisely, young lady.
You are from the Ravenlock family. So it was you.
That face. Oh, I know you. I heard about what happened to your friend. Truly unfortunate. If only she'd been smarter.
Hey! Watch your words, you bastard.
Seems your goal was this sacrifice all along. You've been tailing us, haven't you? Keeping your distance so that I wouldn't notice.
As expected of a Wolf-Thyran, you are very perceptive. That's right. All thanks to your ex-partner, we were able to carry out our plan smoothly.
You go.
My ex-partner?
I'm not exactly happy being called that, but what he said is true.
Hugo takes one step forward, then walks over to the Hartman's side.
Wait, Hugo, what do you mean?
I made a deal with Mr. Hartman in advance. So, would you kindly step aside and let us have this sacrifice? Of course, you can choose to refuse, but if you do, then I'll have to take coercive measures.
What did you offer him?
Everything we know about the sacrifices plus the core itself.
What the heck?
Why?
It's simple. I want to climb higher. Mr. Hartman offered me a chance to join Tops. Who could say no to that?
No. Impossible. You promised to help me investigate the Exaltists. You told me the whole point of Mockingbird was to do anything it takes to bring a little justice to this world. Was all of that just a lie?
Vivian felt
You're
betrayed.
just too gullible, Vivian. I also told you, everybody lies. To hide their true intentions, people lie so smoothly, they don't even bat an eye.
You...
What a wonderful show of betrayal and backstabbing! Bravo! I've got no interest in your little feud. But would you all be so kind as to step aside? My men still have some delicate handiwork to do. To extract that sacrifice behind you.
Over my dead body.
Activating combat
Hugo,
mode.
why in the world would you do that?
Instead of wasting your time on idle chatter, why not focus your energy on the battle ahead?
Stand still.
Your plans will never succeed.
It's useless. Don't you get it? You're not just going against the people in front of you. You're not going against me.
Outside.
Rather, the entire Ravenlock family, even the whole of Tops. There's no chance of victory for you.
And the sacrifice is gone. Okay, back to the fissure. Hartman's mercenaries are quickly dealt with.
Oh, you guys are such a pain. Hugo, stop standing around. Time for you to act. We had a deal. Give me the sacrifice core now.
Did we? I don't remember.
Huh?
I imagine this is your favorite kind of entertainment. Watching allies betray each other, suspicion festering until it all turns to bitter hatred. Seeing people tear each other apart like wild beasts, just like your decaying family. Does it comfort that dead conscience of yours?
You. What's that supposed to mean?
I am loving the look on your face right now. Right when you think you've succeeded, I'm here to tell you it was all fake. None of it was real. Let this pain sink in. It's karma for what you did to me back then.
You're insane. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You still don't recognize me, do you? Let me give you a little hint. My full name is Hugo Vlad Ravenlock.
What?
That's impossible. You're part of our family?
I may be an illegitimate child, but I have the same blood flowing in my veins as you.
What
I know you.
the hell
You're
did I just heard?
bastard of his. Damn it. I could have sworn you were already.
My dear uncle.
Wow!
You were never worthy of your position. You have no claim to the Ravenlock lineage. You may have killed all of my father's other children, but sorry to disappoint. I'm still alive. I am the true heir to the Ravenlock family.
You're a bastard. You have no right to inherit the family.
That's not for you to decide. Master Edmund is very supportive of my claim.
Edmund? That's impossible. You weaseled your way into Top's inner circle?
Master Edmund doesn't care who achieves his goal. In other words, he'd happily let me take over the Ravenlock family, as long as I'm more competent than you.
This can't be! You don't know the family's real secret!
I know a lot more than you think, including everything that you've done. Just give up. You never even stood a chance.
Damn it.
This was all fake, right? You were just putting on an act to fool this old man, right? I actually fell for it. Don't do that again. At least give us a heads up next time.
Vivian, everything I did was to rightfully inherit the Ravenlock family. That part is true. Now, I'm going to kill this man who stole what was never his. I'll make sure he can never be a threat again.
You can't kill him. We still need information from him on the sacrifices and the Exaltists.
You must be misunderstanding something, Lycon. Just like you chose the mayor, I chose Tops. At least for now, Tops has the same interests as me. I'm not going to harm my own self-interests. Be it intel on the sacrifices or the core itself. I'm handing everything over to Master Edmund.
What?
Why?
I just want to take back what's mine. If fate is not willing to give me justice, then I'll just have to seize it with my own hands. Stealing, robbing, lying, or betraying. I'll do whatever it takes.
Even if it means selling your soul to the devil? You know about the power struggle between Tops and City Hall. Those elites at Tops would be only too happy to see the Exaltists plotting a grand attack on New Eridu using sacrifices.
That would severely harm the Mayflower's reputation and approval rating in New Eridu. And that's exactly what Tops wants to see.
If that happens, countless people will die!
I'm sorry it has to be this way, but I have to do this. I'm going to get everything Master Edmund wants. Inherit the Ravenlock name, climb to the top. And then I'll be able to change everything for good. For a permanent and absolute victory, we must endure the pain of cutting away rotten flesh and persevere through the darkest hour before dawn. Someone has to do it.
I don't agree. Sounds like some twisted logic to me.
This is the path I've chosen. Without power, resources, or strength, we can't do anything. Mockingbird is the perfect example.
Dude, that's literally the
All
same
the
line
talk about
as
using our
Virgil
power to
said
tip the
in
scales of
Devil May
justice
Cry 3
and
Mission
hover over
7.
them like the sword of Damocles.
With the words,
It's just a
resources,
delusion.
and
In their
money, I
eyes were
guess?
nothing but annoying gnats. Mockingbird has never really changed anything or saved anyone. Never in the past, not now, and never will in the future. None of it matters.
But even so, you shouldn't become the kind of person you hate.
Sorry, Proxy. I know what you're trying to say. But this isn't some children's story of a dragon slayer becoming an evil dragon. Sometimes, to slay the dragon, you must first become one. With sharp claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything. So I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the abyss.
Okay. Combat mode again.
It's about time you kneel.
No! Ah, too early.
Fall back.
Whoa, what the heck?
Everything you just said. Is that what you truly believe?
I don't want it to end like this. There must be another way.
Not bad. There isn't, Vivian. This is the final lesson I'll impart to you. Those who cannot give up any, truth be told, Proxy, I envy you. The world needs people like you.
Okay. That's a little
All
matter.
right, you got me. But too bad. I have my own methods.
What? Proxy!
What are you doing?
Well then, make your choice. The sacrifice core, or your precious Faithin.
Oh dear.
I know you took it. Don't forget, I'm the one who taught you that.
Okay, the core. core is yours. Just leave Lord Phaethon alone.
What a shame. Did you really think I'd keep my promise? That's right. This is the real me. What's the matter? Thinking of killing me? Didn't you say all life is precious? Drop your foolish facade.
I knew it. You...
He has inherited the seed of evil. Do not let it take root. When the time comes, you must be the one.
You choke him.
Go on, kill me. If you've got the guts, do it, traitor.
Master Proxy, are you okay? Are you hurt?
Don't worry. I'm fine. I just didn't expect things to turn out like this.
Lord Phaethon, I'm sorry. I had no idea Hugo would do that to you. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. No matter what, this isn't your fault, Vivian.
If only I'd noticed sooner. I should have realized earlier.
Vivian quietly walks to the edge of the rooftop. She hesitantly for a long time and finally looks down. Naturally, nothing's there.
Hugo, he...
That's a hollow down there. If you need, I can arrange for someone to go in and search for his body.
That isn't necessary.
To be frank, I thought you'd hate him for his betrayal, Miss Vivian.
I do hate that he's keeping things from me, but all these years, Hugo's been like family to me. I believe he's still with us.
His injuries were so severe. Even before he fell into that hollow, I'm afraid he might have already...
I'm terribly sorry, but I must tell you, it is impossible for Hugo to be alive. My hand went through his heart.
Damn.
Sorry to interrupt, everyone. But just so you know, Hartman's gone. Probably slipped away during all the chaos.
I'm sorry, I was so focused on Master Proxy's safety, I wasn't paying attention to him.
Same, but it doesn't matter. We all know what he did. And he will pay for what he did today.
Yes. I'll be reporting all of this to the mayor. He's not getting away with this. Well then, now that it's all over, let's head back.
Meanwhile, not far away. Oh, what?
Another obstacle out of the way. She's going to be pleased about this. May the Creator guide us.
Oh, okay. One of them exaltists.
Suffering, despair, and destruction. That's the future I see. Lord Phaethon.
Destruction? After exiting the hollow, Lycan takes his leave while Vivian returns to the video store with us, but for some reason she remains silent the entire way. Destruction? Oh, Vivian wants to stay at the video store. Sure. And that is the end of Zenless Zone Zero Story Quest version 1.6. And yeah, judging from the looks of it, it's pretty much a cliffhanger. Quick, go back to your room and get some rest. Okay. Can't have a conversation with Vivian anyway, so yeah, because it literally says bracket A on over here. It literally says bracket part A, which means this is the first part of the epilogue for season 1. So safe to assume that 1.7 will be part 2 of the epilogue. And I kind of looking forward to the second part of the epilogue, as a matter of fact. So yeah, really looking forward to it. And also, on a side note, after going through this mission like Rebirth, done. Yeah. You rest comfortably and now your mind feels exceptionally clear. Here lies Fate achievement complete. Let me check the achievement section. Yeah. Complete Bury Your Tears with the Past A in Phaeton's story. And another thing I want to say, right? I kind of want to pull for Vivian though. I kind of want to pull for Vivian, as a matter of fact, but I'll just wait until the special program, which will happen in about hold on, let me check the banner first. That's a freaking banner. I'll just be on phone. Right now it's Silver Soldier NB's banner is going along with Bernice's banner that's going in 17 days. Is there any way to check the schedule? As a matter of fact, let me check the notice. Okay, so according to it only shows the first half though, unfortunately. So I would assume that the special program for version 1.7 will drop sometime in April, and hopefully there will be the conclusion of the whatchamacallit. Not this. It's gone. Never mind. Hopefully there will be the conclusion of season 1 of the main story. And hopefully I'm pretty sure there'll be more details on Vivian, because after going through this story quest, not gonna lie, I kinda want to pull for Vivian. And the way she reacted to Lord Phaeton, cute. So yeah, I definitely will be looking forward to the second part of this epilogue. And I'm curious what is Vivian's kid, because I kind of want to pull for her. That's pretty much my reaction to the first part of the epilogue of the main story for season 1.